Okay, Tomo, I need a perception check from you to see how your watch goes here.
Thing.
Oh dear.
Turn around and notice that a goat is actually in Daniel's pack, and it is munching on his rations. So, Daniel, I need you to remove 2 rations from your pack, please. Because, g'day, it's me, New Zealander, and also comedian Steve Wrigley, aka Wrigglemania. Welcome to the second session of Twillgonne, an anagram of Wellington, the name of the world in which I am dungeon mastering a D&D campaign with 3, soon to be 4 of my favorite stand-up comedians from New Zealand. In our last little episode, what happened? We had 3 heroes, a half-orc warlock, a halfling barbarian by the name of Daniel Underbow, and a dragonborn bard by the name of Noel Leeming. I think he changes his name. I'm pretty sure Josh changes his name like 3 or 4 times over our first few sessions. We give him a lot of shit about it. That and his terrible internet. And of course, Gak Thundercloud is the name of our half-orc warlock with daddy issues. The 3 of them met in a tavern. They were given a task to travel the roads north of the town of Thorndon, where they were all gathered for some supper at the tavern. They were tasked with heading north on the road, leading out of Thorndon to find some bandits who had waylaid a poor traveling merchant by the name of Brett Turnbottom. And if they are able to recover his belongings, he will give them a reward, and possibly also his dog, Kevin, for their services. So, having just finished their first round of combat fighting a bear in our last session, we pick up hot on the trail of these bandits. I'm going to drop you straight in. Like I say, there's no editing. I upload this warts and all because I really enjoy seeing the messy process that is watching people play D&D together. And as someone who's trying to learn D&D, I find watching people try and figure out how the rules work is really beneficial to me. Thanks very much for coming this far. Hopefully you stick around for the full 3-hour majesty that is this little jaunt through Twillgonne, and I will catch you on the other side. Go ahead, Tomo. I always loved it. Whenever you start something, whenever Tomo starts a sentence with, I was just thinking, I really need to see where it's going.
Okay. So I wasn't sure if I should be Magnus Benrow, Noel Leeming, or Harvey.
I honestly would settle for consistent internet from you. It would be good.
The thinking face that he's pulling right now is amazing. It's just makes him look fucking deep. Oh no, it's gone now. The moment's gone.
Oh no!
You on 3G?
Oh, why am I cutting out? Oh, hang on. Okay. No, I'm on Wi-Fi. Okay.
Well, now there you go. Now your spot's been replaced there. There you go. What are you on your there's no generous freeze frame of you that exists in this world, I think.
I'm gonna wake the children.
I like Noel Leeming. I was thinking of creating one of my alternate disguise identities, be either Michael Hill the jeweler, or Noel Leeming.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy the idea of like.
Well, we can't both be Noel Leeming.
You can.
Who are you now? You're Magnus Benrow now.
I'm Magnus Benrow now.
Look, all I ask for is just some consistent role play on a weekly basis as to why all of a sudden you've now woken up with an American accent and you're insisting that you be called Magnus Benro. Outside of that,
I could have a different department store name every time. Okay. Okay. Magnus Benro.
Do you know what I like the most? I know for a fact that you're going to start off doing an American accent, and then you're just going to get sick of it, like about 10 minutes in.
I'm already sick of it.
Plus, also, like, just the way that you talk is pretty funny. Like, one of the funniest things from last week was you going, dude, it was so funny. I'm like, oh, every time I look at it, you just go, I'm going to just, like, go to that bush over there and just make Gak Thundercloud's dad's voice come out of it, going, what are you doing?
The thing that was quite nice was there was angry, screamy me and peppy Jared, and then you just being you. And so there was...
Yeah, salty old Tomo.
Okay.
It was such fantastic energy. Fantastic.
Yeah, and this idea that, like, Jared is this guy who, like, is just so now has this completely false sense of security about what an adventure is. I'll actually just quickly recap for you guys where we're at. So in our first hoon out there, we kind of got to this. We decided that Daniel Underborough and Noel Leeming. Wait a minute, you've changed it already. Oh God!
Am I Noel Leeming? I thought you were Noel.
No, it was Magnus Benro.
There's a guy.
He started.
Yeah, I know. But the problem in Adventure Zone, there's a guy called Magnus.
Dude, what? How? You really think?
You know, do you guys know?
Noel Leeming's funny.
Noel Leeming is funny.
Oh, I think you guys are cutting up.
No, you're cutting up.
Okay, we'll go Noel Leeming.
It's you, mate.
It's
getting every third word.
Yeah.
Am I cutting out worse than I was last time?
So what you probably want to do, particularly with Discord, is go into the settings and make it so that it's not like I just have mine on an open channel all the time, because especially when you're doing things like this, when you're trying to, like, you know, record stuff or whatever, and you're not just having like a jibber jabber call, because it has those things where the software goes, oh, you're not talking, I'll turn the microphone off.
Oh, turn off auto sensitivity.
Yeah, I just have mine completely off, because that way you're always ready to...
What's that setting in?
If you click the little cog wheel in user settings, and you go to voice and video, there's a thing that says automatically determine input sensitivity.
Is it?
Well, there is for me.
Input sensitivity, yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, I just turn it off and put it all the way down, so it's basically just always kind of open. Yeah,
all the way down.
But it's all green.
Yeah, so that it's all green, yellow. And that way it's just kind of always listening. Because otherwise, what happens is you start talking, and it'll kind of drop out the beginning of whatever it is that you're saying.
Okay, cool.
Handy tips.
I've taken mine all the way down.
Yeah, there you go. And then if you can set, like, you can do little, you know, you can just mute your mic if you've got a... Tomo, can you please keep that angle for the whole thing as well?
Just...
It really works for me.
So we're turning off echo, cancellation, noise reduction, automatic gain control, turning all that off?
You don't need to turn that off. Really, you just want to make sure that it's like always open, and it's not like the software's not trying to decide when you've started talking.
I don't know how to do that, Stephen. Okay, I don't know what that means. Do I turn off? Do I turn echo cancellation?
Have you gone into settings and audio?
I've done input.
Yeah, there's a little bar that.
Yes, I've done that sensitivity.
That's all you've got to do.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Okay, so leave
You see how now in the thing you guys are all pretty much kind of green, because it's that's what we want. So so
okay, good.
I just laughed because I went to read everyone's names off my sidebar here, and I was expecting to see Magnus Benroe, and I immediately saw Noel leaving. And I'm pretty sure that halfway through this whole thing, I'm gonna wind up like. Wait. I think, Jared, is there a discussion happening at your house?
Yeah, I think there is. So I'll try closing the door.
That's not a terrible idea.
You got to close the door.
It's nice hearing other people's kids rioting and knowing that mine are asleep. It's the best fucking thing.
Hi! Hi, Les. Look, this is what, by the way, this is, for Twitch, we're doing high-end. This is high-end shit.
This is real good.
No, you've got to check out Twitch is a hell site. It's a nightmare. It's hilarious. So Daniel Hunterborough and the newly, freshly renamed Noel Leeming both have engaged in a moderate level of adventuring together, where they have acquired a small amount of money. They came to the town of Thorndon, where they did a job for some rich dick, retrieving a horse of his that had gone missing. After returning the horse, the rich guy's half-orc bastard son, Gak Thundercloud, offered to take them both out to the tavern for a drink, where he was very keen to hear and learn anything he could about adventuring. The two of you mostly sort of didn't want to have a ton to do with him. At which point, a guy who was in the corner of the tavern, who went by the name of Brett, mentioned to you that he was jumped by bandits on the road heading north. And Daniel and Noel, you both went, okay, well, we'll go sort that problem out for you. Gak Thundercloud was all too eager to tag along. The deal you struck with him was for a small bag of gold. I can't remember how much it was, and I probably never will.
More importantly, his dog ride that I could ride like a horse.
That's exactly correct. More importantly, he was going to give you his dog. While heading north, you encountered a bear. Which the then named Magnus Benroe, now named Noel Leeming, attempted to frighten off by making himself look large, was unsuccessful. The bear then attacked the three of you. Luckily for all of you, was unsuccessful in any of its attempts to damage you. And while it was Daniel Underborough and Noel Leeming who put a majority of the harm into the bear, it was in fact Gak Thundercloud stepping in front of Noel Leeming and just doing the final. It doesn't matter how many hit points of damage were done by Gak Thundercloud. All that matters is Gak finished it off with flames from his fingers. Obviously, a spell that Gak had been practicing in the weird tower that his dad made him live in at home. And Gak now has a completely naive understanding of just how easy both bears are to defeat and adventuring is to do. So we're
quite hard.
And as Gak, I would just like to inform the others that up until this encounter with the bear, I had only ever been able to light a candle with the fire from my fingertips. So absolutely delighted with how this has turned out.
This is huge.
Huge moment in Gak's life.
I should also just remind you guys that while Daniel and Noel both you both know that like if you kill a bear, there's like a bear's pelt that's incredibly valuable and also bear meat that's very valuable. But the method in which Gak actually killed the bear rendered the pelt a mostly useless pile of burnt hairy mush, which he has now proudly stuffed into his backpack as a trophy and a memento of his first official kill. So the three of you now stand around a bear, your current mission is to go and find some bandits, some rogues, some ne'er-do-wells who are out there, but you stand around the mushy remains of a bear on the side of the road. I'm going to leave it over to you as to what you want to do next.
Is it cool? Can I... the character of me walks over. Can I try to pry some teeth out of this thing?
You want to try pry some teeth out of the bear? Yeah. Roll a. I put that. I'd probably put that under survival.
Or nature or medicine.
Oh yeah, let's do medicine. Medicine sounds like a good one. What the
basic dental extraction?
What the heck? I need one. Oh, there you go. I just need to actually have that. The town of Thorndon is below you.
Thorndon, right?
But yeah, if you give me a medicine check for extracting teeth, I think that's bang on, Greg. I like it.
Have a fucking go,
Noel. So
can you pick me one too, please?
I'll just do mine first, thanks. Do I just roll? I'll click on which one? Medicine.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Did I do it?
Fuck me.
I got 4.
Yeah. So you
please take some damage from this.
Yeah, actually, you reach in to the bear's mouth to try and pull a tooth out. There's one in there that looks really good, like it's a good long looking tooth. You kind of go in there and grab it with your strong dragonborn thumb and finger, and you go to yank it. But when you do yank it, unfortunately, you kind of pull so hard that you actually pull the bottom half of your hand up into the upper jaw of the bear, and you wind up suffering 1 point of piercing damage. So...
What?
Fuck me.
Oh my god, dentistry is so dangerous.
Do I roll to save myself?
No, you just fucked it up.
Do I roll to... Do I just lose a hit point?
You just lose 1 hit point. Then you've got a really sore hands now. No, you do it. You just on your character sheet just
after seeing that disastrous display of dentistry, I don't want a tooth. I'm all right for a bear tooth. That looks more dangerous than actually killing the bear. So I'm okay with just the burnt meat in my backpack.
You fuckers stand back and I'll show you how you knock out teeth. And then I'll take a run up with me war pick and I'll go running up and I'll sort of hockey slap shot it right in what's left of its jaw. I see if I can knock one out.
I guess roll an attack with your war pick then, and we'll see how you do there. Rolling an attack on a dead bear. Are we going?
That's a 9. That's fucking good.
Wait, I don't even know if that. I want to see if that actually even beats the bear's AC. Hold on. Where are you? There you are.
Its armor class must be reduced. It's prone, so I get. It's prone, so I attack at advantage.
No.
Can't we even damage a dead bear?
No. You fail. I'm sorry. You run up and try to.
Fucking blame you, Noel. You fucking damaged it.
Guys, can I just say maybe it's wiser to leave the bear alone now? Might be wiser to leave the bear alone now.
Also, Greg, can you change your dice color to not green, please?
Yes, I can, because I just noticed that it's disappearing. Well, I quite like that.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
It was, but it's a bit shit. All right, I'll fix that. Let's go. A deep claret.
Can I attack the bear's head with Can
you attack the bear's head with what? No.
With with his rapier. He's going to give it a bit of Zorro.
Fuck's sake. All right, roll an attack on the... If you guys... Gak is the only one here who's making any sense, and he's got the least experience out of any of you. But sure, roll an attack on the bear with your rapier, please.
I want one goddamn trophy out of this. Now, how do I... I've forgotten how to do it.
You just go to
Click
your
on the
rapier.
word rapier.
In the attacks and spellcasting box.
Testing.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes, finally. Look at that.
Hey, you managed to stab the dead bear with your rapier. And it's a really good... if the bear was alive, this would have been a really savage blow to the bear. Yeah, but it's not alive.
A wasted roll.
So really, so what you've done is a very, very good attack on an already dead bear, but you haven't managed to extract a tooth because it's a fucking rapier. You can't just
the dental pick. The dental pick. It's when you go to see the hygienist. When you go to see the hygienist, they get that thing and they pull at your teeth. It's basically a rapier.
No, look, dude, it's not. And look, I'll tell you what, at that roll, at the very least, you managed to successfully clean the bear's teeth. But I'm not just going to let you guys continually roll dice at this bear until you get something out of it. I'll tell you what, okay.
Fuck this for a game of soldiers. I'm off.
Oh, great. Can we get going, please?
And Daniel will stalk off up the road looking back at it.
If anyone was watching this, they would have seen me.
After him.
They would have seen me trying to pry. How horrific! Us just stabbing a bear's head. Okay, I follow. That's fine.
This is fucking ridiculous.
All right, so the three of you are going to start making your way off up the road. You finally decided to leave that bear behind. How do you guys want to proceed as you head north?
I think, Gak,
I've learned my lesson, so I'm sticking with you guys. I'm not going to march off ahead. I've learned my lesson.
Well,
first of all, my dad told me off.
I thought that was good. I thought you going ahead showed courage. And
really,
a person of your definitely.
Okay,
courageous as fuck.
I'll do it.
You should totally
go ahead.
About 200 yards. Get the fuck right up.
Right, march off 200 yards. Is that 200 of my yards or 200 of your yards? Because yours would be 50 yards of my yards. Because your legs are little.
Don't you fucking get racial. I will fucking come and use your fucking nuts like a speed bag.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any offense by it. I was just stating that you have smaller legs than me, and I wanted to know what measurement you were using. My measurements or yours?
A fucking yard's a yard.
Okay.
A fucking yard's a yard. I mean, look, it's this big. That's a yard.
But my yard is like that big. A bit bigger than yours.
Holy fucking shit, I'd never thought about that before.
Anyway, I march off.
Okay, can I just get a...
Do they call it...
Taking point, yeah.
Am I going on point?
Am I
going on point?
There's two ways of going on point. So one of them is you get right up on your fucking tippy toes. So you should do that as well. So you're on your tippy toes and you're right out in the front.
Great.
That'll make you look well hard.
Okay, Jared, you walk forward on your tippy toes at the head of the group. Can you just ensure at the head of the column, can you roll a basic perception check for me, please?
All right, do it. Talk to me. Perception. Is that listed?
Yeah, it is. It's down in that...
to the right of your ability scores.
It's the skills, the skills box.
Yep.
I wish I could color these boxes. So that
with acrobatics and all of that?
That's the one.
Yep. So in alphabetical order.
That is it. So it's down with perception. I see it. I've got a 1 on that, guys. Here we go.
There we go.
It's 11, isn't it?
Yep, that's good. Ooh. So you notice a couple of things. The first thing you notice is a little there's a little kind of group of little tiny wee Bubsy sized lizards in the bushes to the left of you. You also notice just a wee ways off in the bushes up ahead this way, there's a dead body. Just in that sort of, there's like a pink bush with some pink flowers, and kind of creeping out from under that bush is a dead body, and there's a graveyard kind of off in the trees, off to the east as well.
I put my fist in the air like that, and I whisper, I go, stop, guys. This.
What the fuck is he doing, Noel?
Shh, guys.
I think he wants to get our attention.
Oh, right.
There's a dead body.
What's wrong?
There's a body that didn't make it to the graveyard. It didn't make it to the graveyard. And then there's 3 lizards.
The bodies don't try to make it to the graveyard. They usually put there by other people. They don't you don't know where you're going to die and start crawling towards the graveyard and then eventually just kind of stop.
I know.
Okay.
I know how dead bodies work because my father killed my mother. So,
Jesus.
Was the real one or the orc one?
Damn it. The orc one. That's my mum. Okay, we can't get into this because I will start crying. I will start crying.
But it's just that most of the time there's this human woman that hangs out with your father, and I was wondering what the relationship with that was.
Yeah, well, she was my nanny, and then my dad decided he wanted to be with the nanny. She was initially my wet nurse until I bit her tit with my fangs, and so now
and also your father's wet nurse. Now I understand.
Okay, I can feel tears welling up now, and I just think we need to focus on the lizard things. I don't really know what they are.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out my dagger.
They're literally just lizards, and all of the you lot talking loudly has kind of caused all of them to just sort of skink off into the woods. So the lizards just kind of fucked off when you guys all started, especially when Gak started having his sort of massive emotional meltdown about the fact that his own father killed his mum. Those lizards are gone.
Is this another victory? This is another victory. Team epic. High fives all round.
Lizards are literally the shittest thing. But yes, it's big. So Gak Thundercloud is standing there offering high fives if anyone is keen.
I'll stick my hand right up, which will still be below his.
I'm going. I'm making connection, mate. Skin on skin. It's happening. I'll adjust. I'm not going to my knees because that will be insulting to you. So I'll just adjust the height of my hand. Can I roll for connection? Can I roll to see if we do an epic high five?
How big is this high five? Do they do
it? So what I want to get there is a performance check. Yeah, let's roll a performance check to see how that high five cracks out.
Both of us?
Yes, let's get one from each of you.
Wow, that's pretty solid.
Oh, you nail it.
That's fucking nailed that.
It's what, a 15 from Jared and an 18 from Greg. But the thing is it's not a high five. It's like, because one of you's up top and one of you's in the middle. It's like, but there's a solid kind of crack, like right in the middle there. You guys really managed to.
Does it effectively make Noel Leeming jealous that he wasn't involved in such an epic high five?
I'm very jealous. I did want to see how it was going to play out for a start, and the fact that it's played out really well has made me jealous. And I kind of saunter up and I just offer both hands, kind of like a post high five, another high five. Join in. You thought?
What are you holding both hands up for? You want a blessing or something?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Are we stopping? Are you wanting us to stop?
Have I missed the moment? I've missed the moment. That's okay. Let's keep going.
I go over and investigate the dead body.
Okay, can you roll?
The party.
Can you roll? Can you roll an investigation check for me, please, Christmas?
I've got 2 on that bad boy. Come on.
Ho!
I find stuff that you didn't even know was there. That's how good that roll is.
Yeah, so that's literally true. Okay, so on the dead body, you find the following things. You find 4 gold pieces and 2 silver, which is pretty awesome.
Sweet.
And a little pouch.
I spread that out amongst the group. Share that out as evenly as possible.
Thank you.
So someone keep track of that, because 4 gold and 2 silver is a bit difficult to disperse. But you find 4 gold and 2 silver.
You know what? I'll give them 2 gold each, and I'll keep the silver.
Yeah, there you go. That's
perfect.
Really generous.
Oh, that's fine.
That's a good deal.
So add 2 gold apiece to your invoice, and you throw 2 silvers.
It's very needy. It's very needy. I mean, I'll take it. So do I just enter that in for 2?
Yep. You find
2 silvers now.
You find a book of poems, or a book. It's like a book that is sort of. It's like a notebook that whoever that has like some scrawled poetry and a few lines of sheet music in it, and you also find clutched in the hand of the dead body a slightly weather-worn but still very functional clarinet.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, I get really excited. About this, and I sidle up.
What am I holding, Noel? What am I holding?
And I go, you're holding a Boozy and Hawkes classic clarinet. It's a B flat. It's not I think it's a B flat. Can I make a perception check to see the key of this clarinet?
What you would want to roll an insight check for that.
Okay. This is also just a general check. Am I detecting that? Okay, I'll roll it anyway.
So roll insight. Yeah, it's a 14. What's your modifier? It's like you got a 15 in total. So you know everything there is to know about this clarinet.
Okay, does that mean I know if it's magic as well?
It's not magical. It is not a magical clarinet.
It's magical when you play it. It's magical when you play it.
While these fools are mucking around with that, I'm actually going to search around the body, see if I can find how the fuck this thing died.
Yeah, okay. Can you roll an investigation check for me as well?
Oh, this'll be shite.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
180.
So one of the things that you know when you kind of look and you see like there's like a yucky sort of little bloody splodge on the side of the body, and when you kind of sort of further investigate, peel the clothing back, you notice there's a huge stab going all the way through it, most likely made by a large sword of some kind, maybe a long sword or a scimitar. In fact, you know what? No, you rolled a natural 20. You literally go CSI. You're like looking at the blood splatters on the ground. All of a sudden, in your brain, that song starts playing. You sort of you pull a little piece of string out of your bag, and you start like tracing blood splatters and things like that. And you determine that this body was definitely run through by what appears to be a scimitar, and also kind of looking around on the ground, you see the footprints of what definitely would have been 3 rather large individuals, probably men, and you can tell that the body was killed on the road and then sort of dragged and dumped here in the bushes, and that little pouch of gold that Gak found was kind of tucked away in a little corner. They must have missed it, but otherwise the body seems to have been pretty thoroughly ransacked. You even find like an empty backpack somewhere nearby. So they they definitely were killed by raiders, and you've got the whole thing mapped
And the
out.
man who wielded the sword was a left fucking hander.
yeah.
Striking from high and to the right. I can tell by the blood spatters.
Yeah.
Let me taste the earth. Can I tell when? How recent?
Probably a day or so ago.
A day or so ago. The killer was a Pisces. Impotent.
Yeah, you could tell, particularly like
makes
after
a mean Scotch fucking egg,
and almost always needed to have a nap after a large meal. A lot of
every
information.
time.
Yeah. You could also tell. I'll also say.
Oh
yeah, are you
telling us that
group?
info?
I certainly fucking am, because I'm that dead impressed with what I've managed to find out. So I'm sharing the shit out of that. You all thought I'm a dumb dwarf. Well, I'm certainly not a dwarf, and I'm not dumb on this occasion.
I never thought that. I have so much respect for you.
Here's the moment.
Like, if you were to do, my respect for you is like if you were normal size.
Don't start using yards.
That's how much I respect you. I then hand the poetry book and the clarinet off to Noel, and then I put my hand on his scaly face, and I say, use this wisely. And then I clasp like this, and I bow to him and say, namaste.
And I say thank you, and I start assembling the clarinet. What's this? Just a little clarinet I've got at home.
It's weird to me. I had no idea that you played the clarinet. When I put that clarinet on that body, I really had no. I didn't know this is where it was gonna go. I had no idea.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I had to walk past my sleeping child, because I've stored the clarinet above the top of her cot. That's a bad place to keep it. But anyway, so can I thumb through this this book a little bit? Can I investigate it or see if I recognize anything in it? Or
yeah. Roll a.
How do I do that?
Let's go ahead and put a just another insight. Will it be insight to have a look through a book, Greg? What would that be? Do you think someone's?
Well, it depends on whether he's looking. If he's just looking through it to see what's written in it, then he can just do that.
Or is he looking for insight?
Yeah. I think if you just want to look through it to see what's written in it, we don't need to roll any dice. So yeah. So what this is
no.
It's a whole lot of just really sort of shitty song lyrics. And poems in that. It's someone's attempt to.
Is this my book?
No.
Have I left this on the road before? Okay.
No, this is not yours. This is a young woman. By the way, the clothes that she does have on are sort of very fancy, very performery clothes. And there's kind of things written in the book like. Oh ye, I see a tree, the tree is me. Am I the tree? I'm not the tree. I'm not the tree because I am me. And then underneath that, kind of written in like a little brackets and a notice like, this is some deep shit, some good shit, remember this. And then like it's underlined 3 times. There's just a lot of stuff like that, like really bad lyrics that clearly someone was
probably don't get that sort of stuff, Steve. That kind of makes a lot of sense to me. Is there any sort of magical, any sort of hidden? Do I have to detect magic or something? Is there a thing?
Or? You can, but you
need the spell detect magic. I think
you do.
I think it's just a book.
Yeah, it really is just a.
Well,
for all intents and purposes.
I think the magical thing about it is that if you throw it on the fire, it makes the noise of a fucking dog.
I I take the book. No, I'll keep the book.
Okay.
I put it on my person.
Can you put a notepad of shitty lyrics in your inventory, please?
Yep.
Notebook of shitty lyrics.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And a clarinet as well.
So, there's a graveyard just right by us as well, is there?
Correct. There is a graveyard just off to the east of you there.
Where do the footpaths lead to, Daniel?
That's exactly what I was gonna see. What direction were the footprints going in? Towards the graveyard or away from the graveyard?
They're heading. They head north back up the road.
Right. Well,
I don't want to go into the graveyard, Daniel. I mean, what time is it?
Right now it's about 3:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. I'm happy to go in there in daylight, Daniel, but nighttime, I just don't think it's a good idea.
Well, we could go and take a quick look. I mean, there's obvious. Right, let's go.
You want me to go first again?
With us?
Is this a thing now?
Don't you? Okay. It certainly is. Yes, you're perfectly suited for it.
Can I be like the scout then? Can I be the scout?
You be the fucking scout. Yes. That's exactly what you should be. And as he goes, Daniel will tack himself right in behind him like a slipstreaming cyclist, so that wherever he is, Daniel
and I'm doing the tiptoe thing again
behind him.
I'm doing the tiptoe move that Daniel taught me.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're gonna go in stealthy. Are you gonna join them, Tomo, or are you just gonna stand there and kind of have a tutu with the clarinet?
No, I'm going to follow. I'm so sorry for admin boredom. Sorry, but I've all these. Oh no! Sorry, I thought I put in too much. Yeah, cool. I follow. Sorry.
All right. Can I get a start off with some stealth checks? Starting with you, Christmas. Yes. Throw a little stealth check out there.
I've got a +3. Come on.
Oi!
Stealthy as fuck.
Can I get one from you as well, please, Daniel?
And because I'm naturally stealthy, I can actually hide behind a creature that's bigger than me. So I'll be doing that as well if I can.
Oh, okay, right. Does that give you
just struggle to hide your massive pick?
No, I fucking won't, because there's a pick sticking out sideways. I'm carrying it sideways.
If you've got the ability to hide behind a creature that's larger than you, does that mean that you don't necessarily have to make a stealth check, or that you make one with advantage?
No, I would make the stealth check to move, and then I could make a stealth check to hide behind him as a separate action. But
okay. I
think I've completely fucking failed it.
Well, we're gonna take the aggro tat. So can I get a stealth check from you as well, please? Noel Lehman.
Oh, party stealth.
Okay, here we go. And stealth. Oh, okay, here we go.
Amazing. All right.
Oh, yeah.
180.
So since you got
2 20s and a 3.
Playing the clarinet.
You what?
I walk along playing the clarinet, but I'm that stealthy that they can't tell.
So what are you just blowing next to it and just going?
Sounds like bird song.
I'm gonna say
it sounds like a fucking whippoorwill.
Because you're sandwiched in between the two of them, and because Tomo rolled a natural 20, that's pretty good stealth for the group. So the three of you managed to kind of creep on into the graveyard and kind of take a position up behind one of the headstones. What you sort of see just coming into the graveyard is one very dead looking tree, and the trees surrounding it all sort of have kind of autumny. It's an autumny looking vibe. The leaves are kind of a little bit withered, and that's kind of what you just sort of see off the bat coming into the graveyard. Nothing else to really that really stands out. There's a well as well. There's like a little well just off to the side.
Guys, can I just point out that these are the only trees that seem to be, I don't know, for want of a better word, in a graveyard. They're dying. I think there's something bad going on here. Why would trees in a graveyard be dying? Guys?
Depends what. Yeah, I'm with you. Do I have a high nature or no? Can we have a nature check?
You could roll a nature check for sure, Tomo. Go ahead.
I see. It sounds like you're just saying, okay, fine.
Pretty good.
12.
Yes. You agree with Jared. This is very odd for trees to be doing this.
I'd say off the top of my head, it's because the soil has increased alkalinity. But what the fuck would I know?
Yeah, great.
It sounds like you know a lot. I don't even know what alkalinity is.
Look, little gag. Sometimes if you this is something that you could learn. If you just fucking say shit, like you're absolutely fucking confident, people will believe. I've got no fucking idea what the soil's alkalinity is, but I just said it. You fucking believe me. Fucking life lesson.
Look, I am learning.
Up top.
I am learning so much. Down low.
Boom.
Guys, we're just in a graveyard at the moment, so I don't know if this sort of alkalinity chat is personal.
I respectfully sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, after you execute that high five, and we've already rolled. You guys have, once you've nailed a high five with someone, you can kind of always get it every time. But after the crack of the high five, you guys do just momentarily hear a tiny bit of kind of disturbance in the woods around you, but it's gone pretty quick.
Right. I'm cocking my wood pick.
What have I got? I've got a scimitar, haven't I? I draw my I'll draw my scimitar, yeah. And make a really elaborate draw of it, like shing.
Yeah,
Can you just roll a performance check for me? I want to see how elaborate that is.
All right, here we go. Under P. Oh, +3. Come on.
Yeah, it's you know when you see like a teenage boy after like he's drunk a whole lot of Mountain Dew and he just bought like one of those lightsabers where you flick it and the sort of lightsaber comes out and then he spins it round. It's like that good. Like it's not appalling, but it's not world ending. It's a fairly competent.
For the uninitiated, it looks impressive.
Correct, but for the two of you, you're like, okay, that's how a guy who's never really fought a ton with a scimitar would spin a scimitar.
Can I just take a look? That fucking blade, that's brand fucking new, isn't it?
It's never been touched.
No, I thought so.
I stole it.
Didn't you kill the bear with it?
No, burning hands.
No.
Sorry, my bad.
I stole it from my dad's armory. He had this scimitar commissioned 3 years ago to celebrate his birthday, and it was in pride of place above the fireplace, and so I took it before I met you guys.
Well, there we go. Anything comes at us in this graveyard, you're gonna fuck them up with your dad's birthday scimitar. Oh,
yeah. Should I sing happy birthday at the same time?
Hell. Yes, let's do that. Fucking hell.
How loudly are you guys talking right now?
Dad.
How loud are you guys speaking at the moment? Do I assume that you're speaking at the level that you're speaking at right now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
All right, good. That's good to know. That's good to know.
I've got quite a low wisdom, so yes. I don't make good choices.
All right, that's good to know.
But I might have a bit of a poke around.
All right,
I'm going to look at the well. Can I look at the well, please?
You want to walk over to the well? Walk over to the well.
Yeah.
And I might poke around the base of the dead tree.
All right. I'll get an investigation check from you first, please, Daniel. Heading over to the tree.
All right. Here
I'll complete the split up and I'll look at the headstones, but I'll do that later.
11.
All right. So you head over to the tree and you have a little bit of a kind of a look around, and it's very dead. There doesn't really sort of seem to be too much kind of note around the base. There's like a lot of kind of gross necrotic type creatures in there. There's sort of some worms and maggots kind of wriggling around in the ground. But the tree itself is just very lifeless, dead, and kind of giving off a little bit of an eerie vibe. Can you also roll a perception check for me?
Oh.
How much growth around the base is there? It's quite a...
And that's all you
7.
notice. That's all you notice. There's no, around the bottom. It's like just kind of dead earth around the tree. There's not like any grass that is growing is like brown and
I'll just
yucco.
back off a little bit.
Can I get a perception check from you as well as you head over to the well, please? Gak,
sure can, mate.
Before you investigate. Yeah, you don't really notice too much as well. Give me an investigation check for the well.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Down in the, when you look around the bottom of the well, you don't really notice a ton. It's just kind of a wellish looking well. There's no bucket or anything. Seemingly it hasn't been used for a long time. But you hear a kind of low, throaty, gross sort of coming from the well, which prompts you to look inside. And down in the well, when you look in, looking back up at you is what I guess could only be described as like a dead guy, but he's not dead. Like, there's a guy down there who's dead, but he's also kind of just standing there, like staring up at you. He's got like a big hole in the side of his neck. There's kind of black gore sort of leaking out of it. And he's just kind of going and sort of staring up at you from the well. Not the best, not the most healthy looking chap in the world.
Okay. I inform the others. I'm basically like, guys, I feel like Lassie, but there's a boy in the well. And he's not well. He doesn't look good at all. He's got a big hole in his neck and black stuff coming out, yet he's alive. Let's discuss this. What are we thinking?
The other thing I'm just going to say that you also notice, just as you like wheel around because of that investigation score, you also do notice when you kind of look at the graves that are around the well and the graves in general, they've all been like turned over, like the earth's been turned over. They've kind of been dug up.
Right.
You know, they've recently been sort of excavated, disturbed.
Okay. So, guys, there's a dead but alive person in the well, and also all of these graves. It looks like they've been dug up. I mean, alarm bells are ringing for me. That's all I'm saying. Alarm.
I would walk over to
no
the well
leaning
and see if
Can you pull out a weapon instead of your clarinet, please? Because I've just got a feeling some shit might go down.
Okay. I'll pull out my rapier and I'll head over to the well.
Are there any rocks around that I can pick up while I'm going over there?
Yes. There's little stones and rocks and stuff all over the place. Yeah, you can grab one of those.
I'll take one of those and just have a look down the well.
Okay, so looking down the well, you see the same thing that Gag saw.
Can we talk? Can I shout out to this? Can I talk to the guy down the well?
Yeah, you want to yell something out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Noel leans into the well, Noel leaning, and he says, "Hey man, what's happening? You okay?"
Yeah. The only thing it does... how loud are you yelling this?
I've got a good projection voice. I've been trained classically with my timbre, so it's quite loud.
And are you all looking at the well? Like you're all looking down into the well right now? Like that's where all of your...
I'm not. I'm keeping an eye on these graves and looking around because I really do feel like the shit's about to go down.
Yeah. Okay. So after Noel Leeming yells, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" To the guy in the well, the creature from the thing that's in the well just looks up and goes, "Oh!" and lets out like an awful kind of gurgly, throaty noise. At which point, Gak, you as you're apprehensively looking around, you notice two similar. The noise of Tomo yelling has drawn them out of the trees. In fact, there was one that was super close, but they were incredibly quiet. They barely made any sound at all. You guys also made miserable perception checks, so you didn't really notice them. But after Tomo lets out that big yell, shuffling out of the trees, two more creatures they look like very dead, but also behaving like they're alive, kind of walking around, sort of being all shuffly and weird. One of them is walking towards you. The other one has actually kind of come out of the tree, sort of right on top of Tomo. And I think what I need to do at this point is get you guys to roll for initiative, because this one is kind of coming at Tomo. And I want to get an initiative roll out there to see if he does get you any good at all. Greg coming in with what? Is that a 4? With your mod gives you a 6?
6.
Shit, where is it? So sorry.
I got an 11, I think.
Yep.
Where
it's in a box.
Next to your armor class at the top.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, did I do it? No. Okay, I've got 4. I rolled a 2 and I got 4.
Who rolled a 20?
The zombies. The zombies did.
Oh, Jesus.
So our turn order is going to be the zombies, Gag, and then Noel. The zombies, Gag, Daniel, and then Noel, which is good because this is pretty on par for like zombie behavior. You know how it is with zombies, right? Like there's none of them, and then you see one. And then they're fucking everywhere, and one of them's attacking you. Yeah. So they're going to have their kind of crack at you guys first. So the first one kind of comes shuffling in and tries to have a go at Tomo. And yeah, I mean, I don't even need to know your armor class there. The zombie kind of comes shuffling out of the trees and just kind of lunges at you. For 4 points of bludgeoning damage, Tomo. That's not great for Noel Leeming.
How much have you got left, mate? Because you've got 1 piercing damage.
One from the dead bear's mouth. So am I -4?
You got to take 4. And I think Gregor kind of reinforces, and this is one of the things that I've learned about D&D, is that like, particularly in the early days, your combat can be a fucking nightmare, so you've got to be careful.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But yes, so 4 bludgeoning damage. I mean, it got you a good one. It really, that thing kind of came like stumbling out of the woods and really whacked you. Yeah.
There we go, bang.
Yeah. So you're in trouble. The second one, he comes stumbling towards the little guy, to Daniel, since you're the closest to him, and he tries to kind of make a lungy attack at you. And what's your AC? Oh, he definitely got you as well. Holy shit!
My God. Jesus.
Surprise attack. 7 points of bludgeoning damage!
Son of a fucking bitch.
He really hit you. Okay, so you've had 2. The one in the well, he's just really excited. He's like, wants to be a part of everything that's going on, but can't.
Can I just say at this point, I'm thinking again about yelling down the well. In retrospect, it's probably not the best move. Apologies. I didn't know he was a zombie. I thought he was like a guy who couldn't talk. It came from a good place.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like if you guys had done well on your perception checks, you would have noticed there were a couple of zombies shuffling around in the trees beforehand. But this is D&D, and here we are. Luckily for you, it's your guys' turn, and they're only zombies, so you know.
Fuck.
We're starting off with Gak, Thundercloud. You get to have the first go.
Right, the one that has just attacked Daniel. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the shit out of it.
Alrighty. And I'm gonna say just for kindness and as DMing, you guys do notice, like as these things move towards you out of the trees, they move very slowly. So Eldritch blasting the shit out of the first one. So go ahead. Do I just need to roll a save against Eldritch Blast? Is that how that works?
No, I think he has to hit with that one.
Okay, go give me. So that's just like a. Is that in your attacks and spell casting? Is Eldritch Blast in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just go ahead and click on it, and it'll.
It's just giving me info.
Okay. A beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Yeah.
On a hit. So how does he make a ranged spell attack?
So he just rolls to hit and adds his spell attack bonus to that.
Which is?
That'll be on your spell page. Yep. It'll be equal to 8.
Spell attack bonus 5.
Okay, so what is it? 1d20 plus 5.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So just roll a flat d20. And this will be pretty.
Oh no!
You've got to be shitting
7.
You big shiny scimitar.
Son of a fucking bitch.
So that misses. So that misses. But you've still got a movement and a bonus action that you can take here.
Okay. What can
that's low? I don't know. We probably can't do it.
I'm gonna
run away.
I'm gonna just put a bit of distance. I'm gonna step away from the fray, and a bonus action. Can I use another attack?
I think it has to be like whatever it is. It would have to be a bonus action. I think you see those in that core thing down the side. When you are reduced to 0, so you've got that relentless endurance, but that doesn't take effect now. Savage attacks doesn't take effect. And I don't know if you have any spells. Identity?
No, you don't have
a bonus. So
an attack as a bonus action.
So you can take your moves. So you want to put as much distance, kind of backing up towards the road, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Putting as much distance.
Just stepping away so I can get more. Yeah, about there.
Yeah, that'll put you. That'll give you some good disto. Daniel, you're up.
Right, that motherfucker. I am losing my shit, so I will use my last rage, which halves any damage against me, which is a bit fucking late now, but fuck it. And then I will take my war pick and I will swing it at that dead bastard. And let's see what we do.
Oh.
Fuck all.
What was that with your plus what with your mods there?
It's 8 total.
Oh, that hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a 7 will miss, but an 8 will hit. So yeah.
Oh man.
Stop it. I thought it would be a 9, but there we go.
7 damage. Destroyed it.
9 damage.
Plus what? 2 from your rage, right?
From my rage. From my repressed little man rage. You fucking asshole!
Yeah, so you jab at it with your war pick, right? Like right into its guts. Blah! And then you pull the war pick out again. All of its guts kind of spill out. And you go, it's gotta be dead. But it's not. And it's kind of still. It kind of like looks down at its guts and goes, and then continues to sort of lumber towards you.
If I move now, it's going to get an attack of opportunity, so I'll fucking stay my ground.
Oh, would it get an attack of opportunity?
Can I?
All right.
I can't just share, it's bad form if I tell them what I want to do next day.
No, you guys can strategize. That's all right.
Oh, okay. If I was to... Can I ask how close the zombies are together? The two that are above ground?
They are... what is that? They're like 20 feet apart.
Because if I was to, theoretically, use my breath weapon, I blow a line of fire, right? And then anyone who's in that...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Fire, I think.
So
like a gout of fire.
Thanks, honey.
Oh, is it my turn now? Sorry.
My turn? Well, Daniel just decided to not move, so yeah, it is your turn. Yeah.
Okay. Is it possible for me to get in a position so I can hit both zombies, but not Daniel?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would say you want to be very thoughtful about what you do with your
because if
movement.
You disengage, if you move away from the zombie that's fighting you, now he's just pointing at the screen that you can't see. But if you, he will get what they call an attack of opportunity. So each round, they get one reaction. So he would have a swipe at you. He would still have to hit you, but he would get a free attack on you as you moved away from him.
Bear in mind that both of those zombies, when they did get those hits on the two of you, they did roll really well. They did get some really good rolls there. I see what you mean. So what you want to think about doing is like maneuvering yourself into a position to try and like damage the zombie. That's
I'm just trying to think of what my most damaging thing to do would be, and I think it would be I don't actually know, but possibly is this breath weapon I've got good?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to do You're going to do 2d6 damage, I think. So that's
yeah, man. I would just wipe out the zombie that's in front of you.
Yeah, just give him the.
Yeah. Okay. I breathe. I line up this guy and I blow
chunks on him.
Flame load all over him.
Okay.
Yeah, I blow chunks.
Yeah. So and I think
all over him.
That's a bonus action as well, isn't it? The breath weapon. So like you can still make an attack along with that as well. I think. Isn't it?
I don't think so. I'll just have a look.
No, you can use your action to exhale destructive energy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a bonus. Yeah. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Go puke acid on this guy.
Okay. So do I just click on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. Well. Oh. What are we on?
I think he has to make a save.
Oh yeah, I probably do.
Do I?
Let's have a look here.
I don't think you have to hit him. I think he just has to make a save.
Cure wounds, dagger.
Have I? It just keeps
breath weapon.
Have I rolled it? No.
You use your action to hit your blaster in a 5 by 30 foot line to deal fire damage when you use your breath weapon. Each creature in the area of exhalation must make a dexterity saving throw. The DC for the saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier, and your Consti modifier is 0. No.
But plus 2, so it'd be 10. Has to get more than 10.
Okay, so I got to make a dex save that beats a 10 here.
Yeah, and do you take? I think. Doesn't matter. 2d6. Roll it.
Yeah, so that's 2d6 of Joe DiMaggio. So crack out 2 6-sided dice there. That's kind of. It'd be nice if it just gave you the option to roll that damage out on the sheet, but it doesn't. So you go to that little dice thing on
it doesn't.
On the thing on the side and roll 2d6.
Here we go. Look at that.
Now we're talking. Okay, so you breathe. Does fire do the undead take like increased damage from fire?
Yeah, why not? It's your world, mate. It's your world.
You breathe. No, they don't. You breathe fire all over the zombie that's like lumbering around in front of you, setting whatever tattered remains of clothes it has ablaze. It's on fire, but I don't know if you've seen zombies. It's not necessarily the hugest deterrent for them. Deterrent. So you've now got a zombie on fire in front of you. He's not dead, but he's pretty badly hurt.
Clean.
As is the other one.
Oh,
do you want to?
Brain. Oh god.
Do you want to try and move?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay.
Now, can I also do Bardic Inspiration and move?
Bardic Inspiration's a bonus action, isn't it?
I thought that was an action too. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can. So you can inspire someone and move.
Okay, I play a quick little bit of the clarinet.
Please do it.
Okay.
Please.
Just a bit of Strangers in the Night.
Can we actually just say, for the purposes of this, what actually happened was you breathed fire through the clarinet while inspiring someone?
Cool. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
inspiring
and it's
as all shit.
Yeah.
It's an onyx clarinet, so it doesn't burn.
All right. Okay.
And then I run away.
All right. Who are you inspiring, please?
Do I only do one person?
Yeah.
I inspire Daniel. You're on the lowest hit points, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm on 6.
Well, he's in trouble.
Yeah, I inspire Daniel because I assume with these zombies, do we have to cut their heads off? I can't remember.
No. So as you go to run away, the zombie does get an attack of opportunity on you. Luckily for you, he misses. Right, like your AC is way above 9. Yeah, it's 13. All right, so he misses with his attack of Oppo, and you manage to get next to Gak Thundercloud.
Great.
Well out of range. It's the ghoul's turn. The one that's in front of you, Daniel, now inspired, by the way, by seeing a gout of flame shoot out of a clarinet with an incredible, just a gorgeous tune kind of coming in underneath it.
There are times when I think that Noel's a stupid fucking idiot, but there are other times that is one beautiful man. One beautiful, scaly. That's fucking talent. That sort of stuff you can't be taught. That's happened. That's
really
been
nice.
built.
It's very impressive.
And I'm sure if that fucker wasn't dead as fuck, he'd appreciate it as well.
Speaking of the dead fuck, the one in front of you tries to have a crack at you. He misses. What an idiot.
Fucking not having any of that.
And because these guys are as dumb as they are, instead of trying to kind of come for you, the one that's on fire right now just stumbles incredibly slowly towards the two of you, and he is just out of range and unable to attack either of you. The one in the well just goes and can't do anything because he's stuck in a fucking well. And that ends the zombies' turn.
Right.
Is it back round to Gak attack?
Back to Gak. The Gak attack.
Yes!
Can I do as many Eldritch blasts as I want? It doesn't run out, does it?
No, it doesn't. You can just give it some.
Sheer cantrip, yeah.
What's the... Just thinking, Eldritch Blast, or what else have I got? Poison sprays can do. Burning Hands. I could light the guy on fire again.
He's on fire now. He's already burning. But, I mean, you can further...
I didn't mean to click Burning Hands.
I don't think you did. I don't see it.
I did. It says click and drag. Oh, disable. There we go.
Oh, now you have. There it is.
I mean...
I just did damage for no one.
No, I think that's how burning... Don't I have to avoid it?
You have to save, yeah.
I'll just do Burning Hands. It's happened.
Yeah, I'm putting that... Oh, actually, I'll forget that. I was going to put a little thing on there to denote that he was on fire. So I have to make a save against that, right? Burning Hands? Is that how that works?
Yep.
Yeah.
For half.
For half damage. And what is it, just a dex saving throw?
the saving throw DC will be against Jared's spell casting DC, which that will probably.
Why
be
did you
more
roll an
than-
18, you bastard?
But wait, is it a dexterity? But do I roll dexterity for the saving throw? Is what I'm asking.
No, you will roll. Oh, yes, it must make a dexterity saving throw. Yep, and the DC will be Jared's spell casting ability,
which is
spellcasting DC. So that will be
13
8 plus 2 plus. Yeah, so that sounds like it would be about right.
Yeah, so
I think then. So you probably take half damage.
Yeah, so you take what did you roll in total? So he takes 5 points of damage. So it's not as effective as you thought it was going to be. Like I'm going to say, Christmas, that when Gat goes to fire, like when you took that bear out, it was the greatest moment of your life. And when you go to do this, you figure that this thing is going down. So you stand there and kind of go, whoa, again this time, and sort of set it on fire and very proudly look around. Like, I got it, only to notice that, like, it's not dead, it's just more on fire. But it did take damage from that.
Okay. I'm now reevaluating everything about this adventuring lark.
Yeah.
I've still got a movement, right?
Yeah, you still got move, yeah.
Okay. A step more towards the road.
Yeah, okay. So putting as much distance, I'm guessing, as possible between you and this this creature.
I'm wanting to keep doing long range attacks.
Yeah, I got you.
They seem to be really working.
That's the way to do it. Daniel, you're up. Inspired, by the way. You're inspired right now.
Some sort of knowledge about these guys.
You can roll an insight check for me right now if you want to.
For me?
Christmas just wanted to, as a bonus action, I'll let him see if he can kind of... No, you don't fucking know anything about zombies. You've spent most of your life living in a tower.
I've never seen one.
What you know is that they can take it. What you know so far from what you've seen is that they can take a lot of damage and they walk very slowly. And that's about it.
They're tougher than a bear.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to smash this thing with my war pick.
All right, get in there, buddy.
Here we go. Take this, you motherfucker. 10.
That's
hit. Enough.
That'll hit.
That's enough. That's enough.
Get that damage out, plus an extra D6 as well. So, give me the.
I have.
Come on.
I don't have to use that yet, unless I want to.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
I might though. I might. So I'll.
You need to wipe this guy out. Roll an 18, mate.
Right. Get that.
Triple 6.
I'll just give you a D6.
Triple 6 the shit out of it.
All right, so you got the 2, and then from the war pick itself.
The war pick itself.
Now that you know about that little clicky demo.
That's another 7. That's 9 more.
How do you want to kill this zombie?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna smash it into the side of its head so that my war pick sticks. And then I'm gonna drag it onto the ground. And I'm gonna put my foot on it, and I'm gonna take its head and arc it into the air. And as it's going up into the air, I will baseball swing it and smash the head towards Gak and Noel, therefore spraying them with all sorts of shit. And I will stand there and shout, "That is how you fucking do it!" Great.
By the way, as you yelled, "That is how you fucking do it," really loudly, the zombie that was on fire that has been lumbering towards Gak and Noel kind of turns around and goes, "Ah!" like while in flames. I also just want to point out, Tomo, just so you know, if you had not inspired Greg to get that extra 2 points of damage out of that D6, this thing would still be alive. So,
wow.
You know, just so you know, teamwork makes the fucking dream work. We're now looking at Noel. You're up, pal.
Now, that was Acapulco, yes. Thank you very much. Now the zombie that's near me, how far away is it?
So, just so you know, you've got enough.
You
have enough movement, and it's close enough that you could step forward, so that you're within range to make a melee attack, and you'd still have enough to back up if you want to, because it's very slow. But
and he's facing the other way, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd need to step like 2 or 3 feet forward to be able to get in range of a melee attack. But you would still be able to. If you move like 3 feet forward, you'd still be able to move 27 feet.
And when I step away, does he get another swing? Does he get another swing at me?
Would he?
Yes, he would. Because they get 1 reaction per combat round. So the first person to try and move away from them gets an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so if you step into it, so if you step into attack him and then step away, he will get to attack you back. Do you have? So you
need
can
to step in and rapier him.
Yeah, I was gonna.
And make sure you say that correctly.
Okay. Very much so.
I can't do a spell as well as an attack, can I?
No, that's in combat. You get to take one action, which is
some spells are bonus actions, but I don't think you've got any of that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's facing the other way. I'm to step in up to him. I'm going to draw my rapier, sneak up behind him, and try to push my rapier through the base of his skull, through his brain.
All right. So you step close to him, make an attack with the old rapier. Make an attack with the rapier, please. Ooh.
Come on, mate.
Oh, you try to jab it through us. You tried it, because even with your modifier, what's that, a 7?
It's a 7.
You're sort of like, it's like a real swing and a miss type of a situation here, pal.
You tap it on the shoulder instead.
Yeah.
You've knighted a zombie.
Do this all by myself.
Yeah.
Useless fecker.
That didn't go well. Do you want to try and move? If you do, he's going to get an attack of opportunity again, but that attack was not. It was unsuccessful.
I should have biffed my... okay. Want to... My cantrips they're not bonus, are they?
No. Cantrips are actions. Right? Unless it specifies. Unless it says so, yeah.
Yeah, it specifies.
I run away to Gak.
Like, is Vicious Mockery a bonus? No. Oh, you've yet to use that one as well. Okay, run back to Gak. So when you do that, he gets an attack of opportunity against you. Just so you know, he tries to slam you. And, what is the AC there on
My God.
Yep, he hits you. All right, let's hope this doesn't. This is not. Off for 2 points of bludgeoning damage. You are down to 1 HP, my friend. But
you might need a little bit of a rest after this.
But you've also successfully backed up. It's the zombie's turn. He was looking over at Daniel, but now he's interested in you. So he sort of shuffles forward in your general direction here, but he's not able to. He's only able to get that far. So he's actually just out of range of the two of you anyway. And the one in the well just continues to kind of gurgle and sound excited but unable to do anything. He's down a well.
I shout Gak attack, and I hit him with... I go for the Eldritch Blast again.
Let's do it.
All right, so what am I rolling again?
Just
20, isn't it?
Plus your spell attack modifier.
Yeah, so a flat D20 with whatever that bonus was.
D20 plus a 5. 9 plus 5.
There we go. Now you can roll the damage out on that sucker.
Come on. Where are we? Spells, Eldritch Blast, what are you? 1d10 force damage. So I'll just roll d10, yeah?
Yep.
What did I get? 4.
Kaplow. You hit her. You fire your Eldritch Blast out of your hand, and oof! You hit it. It's kind of, the flames are starting to somewhat die down. You knock it, but it's still shuffling on forward.
What?
Yeah, I know, dude. Zombies.
This ever go down?
Look, yelling Gak attack was still good. that you yelled at. You've got a move as well that you can make, and if you've got any bonus actions, you can take them. But I think we established that you don't really.
I don't have bonus actions, eh?
Yeah.
I just got shit if I'm about to die.
Yeah.
It's all my bonus stuff.
But that's all right. You can still move.
What's that? Oh, I need to go there. So I can still move, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to be out of range with him just in case Tomo doesn't hurt him again. Can I go towards Daniel and still keep out of range of that zombie?
Yeah, if you're trying to kind of keep out of range of it, now that you've got a sense of how it moves, if you sort of make your way kind of... it'd be pretty tough. You'd need to start...
Okay, I'll just go to the road. I'll just step back to the road.
Start circling around. Yeah. Just you make your move kind of back towards where that dead body was at. To be honest, is kind of where you've.
Oh God, that's not going to come alive, is it?
Let's hope not.
I can't take on a dead bard.
No. But you're sort of standing over that dead body, which means Daniel, you're up, pal.
Right. Well, fuck this thing. I'm charging at it.
All right. How far what's your movement is like? So you'd be 2.5.
It's 25 on my tiny little legs.
You can get. You can make it like halfway across the graveyard, but you can't quite get to it.
Oh no! I'm gonna fuck it with my javelin. I'm gonna throw a fucking javelin at it.
All right, biff that javelin, pal.
You motherfucker.
With a run up, hey, like an Olympian.
Oh no!
Oh, what the fuck?
You rolled twice, weirdly. I don't know how that happens. Doesn't matter because the first one hit anyway. Well, the first one got it. Right. The first roll got it. The eight gets it. So roll the damage on that.
Right. Let's roll the damage on that fucker.
How do you want to kill? How do you want to kill that one?
Yes.
Send him to a tree. Send him to a tree.
That's exactly what I want to do. I want to get him in the head, and then he staggers forward, and then headbutts the tree with the javelin sticking out of his head like a unicorn, and then just slumps. And then I'm going to go up to him and swing him so he goes like that, and go, "That is how you fucking do it."
All right.
That burns. That's hot. Oh shit! That thing was on fire. Fuck it. Fuck me.
I'm going to say you guys are out of combat now because the one in the well, again, can't do anything. He's stuck in a well.
You've just made a zombie Catherine wheel.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
That's exactly what I have.
You successfully, a javelin throw so tough, you managed to pin it to a tree. But for now, so you guys are the one that... For at the very least, the zombies that were around you that you were aware of, they all did. So, good job. There is one in the well.
I'd quite like to take a long rest.
We're not doing it here, mate. We're not doing it here.
No, just a little bit up the road, maybe, because then I get back my rages and my hit points. But that would take us 80 hours.
It is like about 3:30 in the afternoon right now.
So it'd be 11.
We could head back. We could head back to town.
Can I cast a cure wounds on myself?
You can.
Or is that a silly thing to do?
No, that is not a silly thing to do at all.
I'm nearly dead.
Yeah. So what's cure wounds? That's like a roll for some extra hit points, isn't it?
It's a D8 pluses.
Oh, you can just click it. You can just straight up click it, and it'll do it for us.
At what level? Cast at what level? What do you mean? Level 1? No.
You're only level 1, so you can only cast
it at level 1.
Boom. What's that? 4 plus 7. 3. So you recover all of your hit points there. So you can put yourself back up to 8.
Thank you.
That's not a cantrip though, is it? That's like a
No, so that's a spell slot used.
Oh, okay, cool.
And you can cast how many slots do you have for level
2 or
1?
3 should have.
Oh yeah, you've got 2.
Yeah.
How do you?
So you refresh them, you get them back by taking a long rest.
Oh, okay, thanks. So, when you say I've got a slot, does that mean do I have to fill the slot?
So the cantrips you can cast whenever you like, but as the spells go up in levels, you can only cast so many spells of a certain level before you have to take a rest. So you're essentially, those are so powerful that you're expending your magical energy, and when that runs out, you can't cast those anymore. So so that gets measured in spell slots.
So you'll see in the slots total there, for your level 1 spells where it says 2. I just I put that up to 2, but because you cast Cure Wounds, I just ticked it down to 1. I don't know if you kind of saw that happening in real time in your spells.
No, I did not.
Okay, you're over in spells.
Oh, my
now.
spell page.
Yeah, and so you've got slots total and slots remaining. So you could cast Cure Wounds again on someone else in the party now if you wanted to, and then you'd have to take a long rest before you get those 2. You know, you can cast essentially what it meant. What like Greg was saying was between long rests, you can cast any of your level 1 spells twice. So you could cast Cure Wounds twice, or Cure Wounds once, and one of your other ones once. Whatever it is you might want to do.
If you cure Daniel, we could push on, or
I won't have any slots.
We could go back to the village.
Well.
Town,
or we just go up the road a little bit and have a sleep.
Yeah, go on. Okay,
I'll a little bit.
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Aren't there like monsters in the we've just? What if we rest and something comes out and attacks us?
Come on, mate.
I'm not sleeping under the stars, guys.
Did you see what I just did to those 2 fucking zombies? I turned one into a fucking pinwheel and the other one I made into a pinata.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Daniel. I thought what you did there was really, really impressive. And also, Noel, I mean, setting that zombie on fire, that looked wicked.
Thank you very much.
And I was just glad to be a part of that and delighted that it ended in victory. High fives all round. I'm just slightly concerned that we could be back in a nice, comfortable bed, like an hour's walk, or we're sleeping under the...
Yeah. Well, by the way, while Gak is yammering on and talking about his general concerns for being attacked, Daniel, you know, I know you've already noticed this, but Noel just did a little shibbity shabbity and recovered all of your hit points, because that was what a roll of 11 on that Cure Wounds, which was pretty amazing.
Wow, you're a beautiful man. Bless you, Reed.
Oh, thank you. You're most welcome. Now, just before we move, there's 2 against 1, so I think we should go up the road. Can I just stand by the body and can I just read a poem from her book? It's just like a remembrance thing. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I go there. I stand there.
I stand with him in solidarity.
I'll stand with him.
So I just flick the pages.
Can I Noel Leeming, is it okay if I just feel like I want to put my arm around your shoulder? Is that all?
No, thanks. No.
Okay. I'll hug myself.
This is not the... No, thanks. Thank you.
You just show me what hugging... what's hugging yourself, just like doing that?
Okay, I walk around the other side of the body just so I can keep him in my line of sight. And I open the book and I turn the pages and I see this quick poem that says, "Stones, they are hard, or are they?" And then I close the book and go, "That's good," and then we walk off. I start walking off.
Okay.
I pull out a handkerchief and wipe tears from my eyes. And no, that was beautiful.
I took a bit of zombie out of my hair.
How far do you guys? How far do you guys want to go before you before you decide to make camp?
20 minutes.
All right. Yep. Cool. Okay. So that'll get you roughly.
Just as we're walking up, we did like pillage her corpse, right?
Yeah.
That sounds worse than adventure, but like we did jacket it.
Yeah, you've got everything.
Absolutely did.
All right. After walking along for a little bit, you've got the graveyard is a good ways behind you all. It's not it's well out of your it's out of your vision now, and there's just road ahead of you and road behind you, trees on either side. It's pretty quiet. What sort of plans do you guys have for making camp? By the way, it's now about so you've walked for about 20 minutes. It's just going about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Well, what if we just walk off the side a little bit, and then if the two of you want to lie down for starters, I'll take the first watch because that's what a generous sort of chap I am, and then I'll wake you.
Can I just jump in there, Daniel? Can I just jump in on this? First of all, great idea, rock solid. I'm on board. I'm not happy, but I'm on board. But I will say you took a big blow from that zombie, and I managed through being dexterous and agile not to get hit. So I will take the first watch, and then I'll do a little bit of fire on my fingers, like.
Right, yeah.
That's fine.
So what you're essentially saying, Gek, is you want to take first watch while it's still broad daylight.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys gonna go off the road a wee ways, kind of into the trees, so that you're sort of obscured from view of the road. Is that what you were sort of saying, Greg?
That's the idea.
Do you want to do anything? Try to make any kind of camp or anything like that, or just kind of generally just lean up against some trees and
just sit against the tree and close my eyes and allow the rage to build up again.
Okay.
I prefer a bit of comfort. Yeah.
All right, Gak, you're taking first watch, so
I am indeed.
Go ahead and just roll.
Can I quickly interject?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just sorry about this. But do camp in general. Like, what is in our backpack? What is in the entertainer's pack? Is it what's listed there, or is it like a bedroll, candle, rations? That's all.
It's what's listed there.
Oh, okay. So there's no extra stuff that I don't know about.
No. That's
okay.
That's it.
Yeah. What you got?
Okay. Well, I sit down by the tree. No, I lie on my bedroll. If that's okay, thanks very much.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a big drink of this expensive booze and offer it to anyone else who would like some.
I decline. I would like to keep my wits sharp.
And Daniel is already asleep and snoring.
Okay.
Doing that thing that dogs do when they run.
So you're just having a nip, Tomo. You're not like getting hammered or anything.
I take a good pull and then I put it down and then I have a little lie down there.
Okay, well, Gak, you got first watch here. I'm guessing you guys want to just kind of we're going for a long rest here, so we're kind of going until daybreak. So yeah, just roll a flat perception. Just get a perception check out there to see if, as the sun is up. That's fine. You don't notice anything. Your watch passes uneventful, starting at about 4 in the afternoon. You've got a view of the road from where you are, but there's no one seems to be traveling from north heading south. At least you don't see anyone, and no one coming from south heading north. The road is quiet. The forest is quiet. It's just a generally quiet time. And just as darkness begins to creep in, you have the option to hurriedly wake up one of the two guys, so that you're not on first watch of darkness. Who's taking second watch here?
I will wake up Noel Lemmings.
All right.
Yeah.
So Noel, you're up.
Just Noel Lemming, by the way. It's not Noel Lemmings.
There's no.
Is it just one of you?
It happens all the time. Nothing.
Right.
So I'm on what?
Yeah. So just a perception check.
Hey Noel, do you mind if I just jump into your bedroll there, because it's already warm?
It's just a kind of, I prefer not to share bedrolls, if that's okay.
Cool.
I don't know.
Drama.
I don't know much about. I mean, that's just. Hey, I might have something. I might give something to you.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I just don't
you.
touch my stuff.
I'm on board. Look,
Don't
I
touch
am
my stuff.
100%. I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah. You're welcome to have a nip of this expensive booze that your dad paid for.
Thank you very much. I will take that. I'll have a big gulp,
Okay.
and then I'll settle down on my bedroll. I've got pitons. What are they?
Thanks.
pittance. I don't know.
Climbing spikes. They're things that you.
Why the hell have I got them?
I reckon we say that like your pack is essentially made up of stuff that you've just been like, because you've been so keen to go on an adventure. You've just been going around your dad's house whenever you have the opportunity. If you see anything, you just kind of have been nicking things and shoving them in a pack, especially if it's something you might have read in a book that it's a thing adventurers have. So it would stand to reason that you actually do. Like, I would almost imagine that in that moment, you've literally like just been before you go to bed, like kind of looking through your pack because you saw Noel Leeming pull out his bedroll, and you're like, "Oh, I wonder if I've got anything good." And you kind of pulled the.
Can I pull out an elaborate rug?
Do you have an elaborate rug?
No, I don't. But I would have liked to have thought that I stole one to sleep on.
I think
his bedroll could be an elaborate rug.
Yeah, I say let's put an elaborate rug in your inventory and say that you've got. And can you pull this out after you've asked Tomo if you can use his?
Yeah, yeah. And it's really luxurious and looks super comfy.
I've like gone, can I have a sleep on your bed? Is that all right? And he's gone, no. And you've gone, okay. So then you just pull out this really fancy one and go to sleep. Okay, Tomo, I need a perception check from you to see how your watch goes here.
Now I click on perception, yeah?
Yes.
Bang.
Oh, dear.
7.
Yeah, you don't notice anything at all. In fact, you're sitting there just kind of quietly staring off into space and turn around and notice that a goat is actually in Daniel's pack and it is munching on his rations. So, Daniel, I need you to remove 2 rations from your pack, please. Because Noel was so busy. Noel, you were reading through this book of really shitty poems, and it's kind of one of those things where you kind of all of a sudden go, wait a minute, do I hear the sound of like munching and shit? And you turn around and go, oh god, there's a fucking goat eating rations out of Daniel's pack. What do you want to do? It's already munched its way through 2 whole rations.
Now, I am skilled in animal handling.
Yes.
So, do I have any rope or anything? Or?
Yep, I think you have hemp and rope, wouldn't you?
Yep. Most maybe the entertainer's kit doesn't.
I
do.
I can't see it.
No, there's no rope.
I don't have any.
Use your loot string.
I don't have a loot.
No, he doesn't have a loot. You've got no rope of any kind. But
okay.
They're
okay. I pour some expensive booze into a cup and I approach the goat slowly, trying to see if I can get it to drink some.
Okay, roll an animal handling check. Roll an animal handling check.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, so as you walk towards the goat with a cup of booze outstretched, the goat kind of looks up a little bit startled. It hadn't noticed you because you'd been still sitting there reading a book. It kind of looks up startled, looks at the cup. It doesn't run away, but it doesn't come towards you.
Does it drink?
No, it's just, I mean, how close are you going to try to get to it? You're going to get right up to it?
I want to get the goat drunk.
Okay, well, so the goat dips its face into the cup and kind of has a sniff of what's in there and then kind of recoils like. I would really need a natural 20 in order for a goat to accept alcohol there, but like I say, it hasn't. You've approached it calmly and carefully enough that it hasn't gotten spooked and run away, but it's disappointed at what you are offering in the cup. It's decided you're not a threat, though, and it's gone back into Daniel's pack. And Daniel, I'm going to need you to get knock one more ration off the list there. Because he's just gone in for another nosh.
If this thing is fucking alive when I wake up, it's dead.
Well, I was hoping that you'd wake up to a drunk goat. but fine. I pull out my.
I am going to say that with Daniel's pack open and the goat having foraged around, Daniel's rope is there. Like, you do see it, and it is near you.
Mm. Okay, I try to grab the rope and put it around the goat's neck.
Yeah, let's get a second animal handling check there. Let's see how this one goes.
I hate this goat. I'm going to this goat.
Excellent. The goat is very calm during the whole process. You're very good. You've got the hand out. You're like, easy, easy. You reach down and you slip the rope off the side of Daniel's pack and you gently tie it around the goat's. You make a little noose and you kind of manage to slip it over the goat's neck and kind of just give a gentle enough pull that it's not going to be able to get out. The goat, realizing it's restrained, does a little kind of, I'm a little concerned now, but you manage to, with your deft animal handling abilities, you manage to kind of calm it down, and it's sort of just docile now, sitting there. It is kind of like, well, I have eaten pretty well. I don't want to drink whatever the fuck this guy's offering me, but you're holding one end of a rope that is now tied around a goat.
Yeah. So I tie that end of the rope to Gak. I tie it around his ankle. And then how close to my end of my watch?
Can you roll a sleight of hand check, please, to see if you do that without waking him up? Oh, okay. I'm going to say, I'd say the DC for that would be 10. So, yeah. So, what, with your modifier, you crack out an 11. So, you manage to, without waking... Actually, no. I'm going to get you to roll against each other. Gak, I need you to roll a perception check, but at a disadvantage... Because you're sleeping.
So me or Gak?
This is Gak. You're tying it around Gak's leg, right?
Yeah. I don't notice at all. Rolled a 4.
Yeah, even if you rolled, because when you're rolling at a disadvantage, you roll twice and take the lowest, but it wouldn't really matter. So yeah, you don't notice. So you have a rope now. Yeah, so you successfully tie the rope around Gak's ankle.
Right. And how close is it to Daniel's watch? Is it his watch now?
It's his watch now, yeah. You're supposed to wake him up, yeah.
Okay. So I go over to Daniel, I wake up and I go, hey man, I tried to get a goat drunk, but it didn't work, so I've tied it to Gak's leg. Have a good watch.
And can you just roll a quick perception check for me, Daniel? Underborough?
Perception, yeah, I can. Perception's not a strong suit, so here we go. Yeah, that's... Ooh,
11.
What with that? With a -1, 11. Yeah, so in the dim light, you don't really know. You see the goat, and you see the rope, and you see that it is tied, but that's because you've had it pointed out to you. You don't necessarily put 2 and 2 together that the rope is yours, and you don't notice that your pack has been gone through at this stage. You just kind of notice the scene.
Whose fucking goat is this?
Have I gone to sleep now, or?
Has he gone to sleep, or are you asking him a question?
Sorry. Sorry, Daniel. The goat had a bit of a rummage in your bag. I don't know what's happened there, so I've just sort of tied it up. That's your rope, by the way. I'm just going to go for a nap. I'm quite tired, but I'll see you tomorrow. So then I lie down and try to go to sleep.
The fuck? And I look through the backpack and do a quick inventory and find a whole lot of fucking crumbs.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of crumbs.
And I'll look at the goat and I'll look at right in its beady little fucking slit eyes and I'll go, did you fucking eat that?
The goat just kind of stares at you blankly, just kind of chewing on whatever is currently in its mouth, which could be anything.
Eat the goat. Eat the goat.
Do you fucking understand that you've eaten my food? And the way that things work is when something goes missing, you fucking replace it.
The goat, again, is just blankly staring at you. As far as the goat is concerned, you're just kind of lovely people that have free food and are quite nice at this stage.
And I will take my war pick. And I will look at this thing and go, nobody fucking eats food from my sack. You motherfucker. And I will take my war pick above my head and I will just brain the fucking thing.
Okay, so roll an attack with the war pick, please. Oh, wait a minute. Should you be rolling initiative against the goat to see if it has time to react? I mean, you definitely hit it. All right, I'm going to say that the goat is so docile that we don't even need to worry about that. Roll the damage there. Oh, yeah. I mean, luckily, if you hadn't have killed it, it would have run off with a.
It was what I was hoping for.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, should we roll initiative to see if it like notices the thing coming up and goes, all right, and tries to run away? But there really was no time. With one deft, swift plunge, you just you kill the goat and it just falls down dead.
That is how you fucking do it. And then I will start butchering the fucking goat.
Okay, can you roll a survival check, please?
I will spend my watch butchering the goat.
Nice.
Nice. Gorgeous.
Go and put let's say 5 pieces of goat meat at maybe like £1 a piece.
Right.
Some good, clean goat meat. And I'll say you also get the horns. So two goat horns. That was a good butcher.
I love seeing a halfling get the horn.
Yeah. That's what we all want to see.
Why didn't I get that? Why didn't I kill the goat, get some horns?
Well, you tried to tie it around. I mean, that could have gone awry because I don't know what that would have meant for your long rest in general if you didn't hit the goat. Like, if you missed the goat with your war pick and then it spooked and ran off, the whole long rest would be fucked. But you wake up, let's roll a perception check as well to see if anything happens after that point on your watch. But yeah, man, it was a good round of goat butchering. Yeah, so...
I'm up to my armpits and butchering goat, so I'm not really paying a lot of attention to anything else. Oh, look at that. That's a fucking liver. We'll keep that. That's fucking great.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that.
I wonder if I can put a testicle right in Gak's ear. That'd be nice. Just a little
the goat's one,
testicle.
or
yeah.
Roll a sleight of hand check for that.
Versus my perception.
Is there a sleight of testicle? Well,
oh yeah, and can you roll a perception check, please? Or there. Okay, so as the dawn breaks, Gak, you wake up to a halfling trying to put a wet testicle in your ear. You also notice that there is a rope tied around your ankle, and the other end of that rope appears to be tied to the sort of butchered carcass of a goat.
Shh. This is part of the initiation. When you can successfully pass this, you and Noel are both bards together.
Okay. I mean, thank you for the opportunity of being a bard, but my singing voice is atrocious. I'm just excited that I've got a new rope.
Oh,
this is amazing. I untie the rope, and I untie it from the goat, and I roll it up, and I put it in my pack. I'm like, I've got 2 ropes now. This is what a way to wake up. And then whatever he's handing me, I was like, oh, you've done breakfast as well. This is brilliant. And I pop it in my mouth, swallow it whole.
Can you roll a constitution check, please?
Constitution?
Just click constitution in your the big numbers down the side. If you just roll over the word constitution.
Just a raw testicle?
Wow.
What did I roll?
A natural 20. It's the dice is cocked on the screen.
Yeah.
But it's a natural 20. So yeah, you pop that the testicle in, and yeah, it's
is it raw?
It's raw. You swallow it.
Raw.
No
I haven't
worries.
applied any fucking hate to it.
It's actually impressive. It's really like you're really impressed, Daniel.
Thank you so much, Daniel. It's really nice of you to do breakfast.
I've got another one.
That's very kind of you. I think I'm full on that because it actually didn't taste that nice. I didn't want to upset you. I don't think you cooked it enough. And there was no seasoning on it.
Oh, the only way to unhurt my feelings now is to eat the other one.
Okay, sure. I'll pop it in. Yeah, fine.
Okay, let's roll. I want you to roll a Constitution check again. From a natural 20 to a natural 1. This one, however, like the first one, you put it away. The second one is tainted. God knows why. And it immediately comes back up. You vomit up that one, the one you ate, and you manage to vomit. Like, because of the height differential, both testicles kind of plop down to tonk off of Daniel's head with just a little bit of kind of sick up sort of also involved. By the way, you guys have all completed your long rest, so you can reset your rages, reset your spells, and reset all that stuff.
I can only apologize, Daniel. I can only apologize, but that second one, I don't know what you did to it, but it was the most foul thing I've ever put in my mouth. Maybe I can pay for a cooking class for you or something because, thank you so much for the gesture of breakfast, but, I would rather suck on a goat's nuts than eat what it was that you gave me.
So all this noise has kind of woken me up, and I just go, hey, what have you guys been doing?
Oh, nothing. You missed breakfast.
Well,
Daniel made breakfast for me. Did you make him anything, Daniel?
No, I'll tell you what happened to the goat, Noel.
Oh, this is awkward.
Some fucker let it eat my rations out of my backpack. And so, as the great cosmic balance needed to be fucking restored. So what I did is I fucking restored the cosmic balance.
I see. Surprise,
I made
surprise.
Why has he got... What?
Why has he got blood around his mouth?
And also a valid question would be, why is Daniel covered in sick? Seriously, you're going to get a great poem out of this. So I ate what he offered me for breakfast, and the first one was delicious, but the second one did not go down well. It actually came back up, and it all landed on Daniel, and I think he's upset with me, but in his cosmic balance thing, I'm also upset with him for giving me horrible food.
And there were two?
Yeah.
What were they?
What were they, Daniel?
I think, Noel, you'll probably have an idea what they are.
I mean, they're still sitting on your head.
Can you? They're on the ground. Can you just roll an insight check there, Tomo?
Sure.
Yeah, but I mean, you know enough about animals to know those are its nuts.
Yeah, definitely don't want to eat two in a row. But that was I kind of was hoping to wake up and sort of hang with the goat, but that's fine. You can eat his balls. Should we go then?
Yeah, another lesson learnt from Gak. Okay. Don't eat tuna.
Daniel, do you remember that time we went to bed and then when we woke up, Gak had eaten a goat's nuts?
I do. I do now.
Did spewed it on your head? Do you remember that? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Can you please use that as a poem the next time you need to inspire one of us?
I think I might just call you goat nuts from now on.
You're going to call me goat nuts.
Well, no. You didn't put them in your mouth. You do have goat nuts in you.
They're actually a delicacy in some places, guys.
Yeah.
If they're
We've all
prepared
been out in the wild. We don't need to talk about this. Yeah.
We will never talk of the time that he put my nuts in his mouth ever again. We will never talk of this.
Guys, they were the greatest of all time nuts.
Don't you have to go and be on point, Gak?
That's a good call.
Yes.
Let's go.
I have some rations, just to keep my energy up. I've never been adventuring, but I do know a half-orc never marches on an empty stomach. Although a halfling is marching under an empty stomach. So, I'll take point. I'll walk off. Pack my luxury bedroll up. Pack everything up.
Are you going to have something to eat?
Take only memories, leave only footprints.
And are you going to eat one of your rations, or are you good?
Yeah. No, I'm totally eating one of my rations.
Yeah. All right. So,
can I eat one of mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll eat goat meat. No, I'll have rations because that's already cooked. I can't be fucked. I'll eat another ration.
There you go. All right, you all have something to eat. Dust yourselves off and hop back out onto the old road there. I just want to quickly ask, how much longer do you guys want to?
I'm going to have to bow out at 1, so half an hour.
Does that work for the two of you for another half hour? Awesome,
yeah,
perfect, great, sounds good.
Sure.
Let's keep going then. So you all hop out onto the road, and it sort of hoons on up to the north and off to the south, and as per the usual, there's woods to the left and the right of you.
I just keep walking.
All right. Gak's off north. Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Would love to, mate. Absolutely love to do that. No, I've done persuasion.
That's not what you want to do. Perception's what you want.
Just +1 it.
Okay, we'll come with you then. Fine.
So 10.
9, 10. Oh, yeah. Okay. So as you wander along, again, Lordy B, you come across a body. You notice, like, in the bushes. Hold on. You notice the body of a dead, looks like a dead, he's got a traveling pack that's been emptied out next to him. And he's sort of been pretty thoroughly roughed up. You can sort of see there, dead traveler, let's call him, on the side of the road there.
You know, I've been living around here for a very long time, my whole life, and I had no idea just how dangerous this road was. This is 2 dead bodies, guys, and zombies, and a bear.
And some lizards.
This is uncivilized. This is what this is. It's uncivilized.
And a fucking goat.
Yeah, let's not forget the goat.
I will have a poke around and see if I can pull off the same level of CSI magic that I pulled off
so give us
time.
another investigation check then, please, Daniel.
It's not likely to happen, but let's have a look. Let's see what we do.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Again, you've got no modifiers, so it's just a flat 11. Yeah, like it's sort of, there's not really any new information you can gather from this one. The crime scene is a little less easy to determine, and really, outside of it being a dead body that's been pretty thoroughly picked over, this one's got no gold on it, nothing hidden or stashed away anywhere. The pack has been thoroughly emptied out, and there's really nothing else you can glean from this one.
So there's nothing. So there's no point in me doing a search as well.
Usually, it's a good idea, like with this, to not just kind of double up too much on stuff as well.
Okay.
What you can do, and something we should think about, is that you can actually help somebody else do it, and
that's
roll
true.
an advantage.
Yeah.
So we could do that in the future, is that one of us looks and the other one of us helps. I thought about that.
Cool.
Noel, do you want to read a poem for this dead person, like you did the last one?
Thank you. It's very thoughtful you get. Can
I put my arm around you?
Pull out my. No, thank you.
Okay, I'll just hug myself.
I walk across the other side of the body so I can keep them in my line of sight, and I open up a page, and it's got a strange bear underneath it. has the word me. And I go, huh. Oh, that must have been a drawing. And that's it. So then we just walk off.
Can you guys all? Can I get who's at the head of the column? Is it Gak? Yeah. Can you roll just a flat perception check again?
Come on, Gak.
Ooh, doggy. All right.
13.
Yeah, so you don't notice anything really around you. So you guys are just gonna kind of carry on.
I think so.
All right. So. Yeah. You wander on up the road a wee ways, and as you as the terrain sort of clears out a little bit, you sort of start to see things open up. There's actually a bit of a mountainy range coming and creeping up out of the forest. As you guys are wandering ahead on the road, behind you, you hear a voice say, "Stop! In the name of me and my mates!" And you turn around, and there's one very large-looking dude, and a couple of smaller guys kind of flanking either side of him. They have weapons drawn, and the bigger one kind of looks out at the two of you and says, "We'll take everything you've got, or we'll run you through."
Can I respond to him before we roll initiative?
Oh, absolutely. You have not started fighting yet.
I would like to use intimidation to say to him, "No, you will not. You need to change your attitude and go away."
Okay, can you roll?
I tell you what, because I think he's so pathetic, I will assist him with that.
So,
I will help him.
With a halfling looking
as... My intimidation is 5.
Yeah, so roll an intimidation check. Go ahead.
But if I'm helping, he rolls at advantage.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you roll twice, and we take the higher number. So you can crack it out again.
Oh, that's
the second one. That first one's good.
17.
Wow.
Yes, good.
So can I just ask, when he's rolling to intimidate someone, what is he rolling against on my...
Well, you're setting a DC as to what number you think it would take for Gak to actually terrify somebody.
Yeah, and I honestly, there's a 22 is what we're looking at there. So, all of a sudden, kind of looking at the three of you, the big guy actually sort of, all of a sudden is starting to sort of maybe second guess what's going on. The fact that these guys didn't even attack you outright kind of indicates that maybe they want to get a feel for you first. One of the guys that's standing next to him is already looking very questioning about the whole situation. So the bigger one says, "Oh, actually, now that I think about it, it is Tuesday, and it's our day off. So what we might actually do is kind of go, we were joking around, actually. We're 3 traveling comedians. This is a joke that we do all the time. Give us all your money or we'll kill you. Ha ha! Bit of a laugh."
I'm just gonna see if I can tell whether any of them are left-handed.
Okay, for all an insight check.
Have you got a thing with letters?
No.
Wow.
No fucking idea.
They all do have their weapons out, and one of them is holding a scimitar in his left hand. It's not that difficult to see.
I will toddle up to him.
Mm-hmm.
The one that has the scimitar in his left hand.
It's one of the smaller dudes. Yep.
And I will tower beneath him.
Yes.
Not looking up at him, because I don't look up at people. I make eye contact with whatever part of his body is directly in front of me. And I point at it and I go,
"Wow,
you are the sort of cowardly motherfucker that attacks bards by the side of the road. You and your mates."
Yeah, he looks over at. Can you actually hold on? I want to see. Let's go for
sort of sneaking behind.
Let's go for an intimidation as well there. And with
can I back him up with my intimidation?
Yeah, with advantage for sure.
Oh, fucking all right. Well,
Whoo, thank God that was an advantage. So he immediately, these guys have gone from, being like really confident to all of a sudden being like a little bit concerned. This isn't quite going the way that they expected. And he looks at you and goes, Bard? I haven't been killing no bard.
Don't you try pissing on my back and telling me that it's raining. You killed him. You more than that, you killed the fella just down the road and you fucked with my friend Brett. And you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to take this pick and I'm going to put it so far in you that the next time you go to take a piss, you'll find there's a blockage in there. And you know what that blockage is going to be? It's going to be my fucking pick. And I'm just going to be there dangling off it like a fucking bell ringer so that every time you try and shit to somebody else and say, I didn't fucking kill him, I'll give it a fucking tug.
He immediately turns and runs away. He goes, I didn't sign on for this, lads. Good luck. And he just turns and just fucking starts sprinting down the road. The other two, sort of both exchange kind of worried glances between the two of them. They haven't necessarily run off yet, but your mate here, he's definitely fucking legging it.
He's gone.
Is it possible to determine if they actually did? So if they did kill those people?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Let's just ask them.
Okay, sure. I'll roll an insight check how to do this. Here we go.
No idea. They might have killed them. They might not have killed them.
Can I use intimidation and say to them, you tell us the truth right now, or I will burn you where you stand. Did you hurt his mate Brett, and did you kill those two people down the road?
Are you going to give them any sort of slight demonstration of your... like a little...
yeah, I'll let a little bit of fire come out of my fingers.
Okay, so give me another intimidation check there.
Oh, Jesus.
They see what you do.
I mean, it's a 10.
They both start like kind of taking a couple of steps backwards and go, look, we ain't killed no one on no road. Like I said, we're just a group of traveling comedians trying out some new material, a new play called The Terrible Bandits. And we've decided it's an awful idea, so we'll go back to doing comedy music, which is what we're most known for. And they are slowly starting to kind of try to back away into the trees as their mate continues to leg it off
Would
down
it be
the road.
against my alignment to hit them with a bit of magic?
I don't think so. I think it's not.
I'm neutral good.
These guys
But
did
I really
remember. This did start with them threatening you, so I don't think it's against your
I'm
alignment.
going to Eldritch. Can I Eldritch blast the leader, please?
All right, absolutely. I'll say that you get to, as he's kind of backing away, you can fang out an Eldritch blast. So
what am I rolling? Just a 20.
Yeah, you roll a d20 and it's
Plus
got
your 5.
Plus my 5. What did I get? 15.
So a 15. Yeah, so you hit him with it, so you can go ahead and roll the damage out on that.
So
and
10. 3. Healthy.
Okay. Yeah, so you fire an Eldritch Blast at him, which smacks him full in the face. And he hold on, let me just put that damage in there. Hits him in the face. It kind of stuns him. Doesn't really badly wound him, but he looks at his mate and he goes, I'm not having any of this! And the two of them then go from slowly backing away to just flat out running into the trees. I'm going to say they're just about to kind of disappear into the tree line. Their other mate is he is just on a full-on sprint off down the road.
Can I hit the guy who's the furthest away? Is he still within range of my javelin?
The one who's running down the road. What's the range on the javelin?
The range is
in halfling yards.
Motherfucker. What is the range?
He's 60. He's 60 feet away from you. I think it's 60 feet on a javelin.
I think it is, but that would be at disadvantage.
Dan Carter can get it.
Why the fuck not? Let's have a crack.
All right. So roll an attack at disadvantage, and then I think what we might be doing after this is rolling initiative to see if you guys
There we
can.
go. Let's have a little look.
Come on, mate.
Well, no.
You missed.
Well, no.
You missed the fucker. He continues to run. If you guys want to press with attacking here, I think at this point we'll roll initiative just before these two guys disappear off into the trees if you want.
We're giving these boys frontier justice. Yes, we are.
Alrighty.
I got there. It's off my screen. 13, 14?
14. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, my initiative is trash all fucking time.
Let me get initiative out for these guys. Oh, it's not great.
Oh.
Okay. All right. That's pretty awful all round for everyone, really. So Gak is up first. Then
Gak attack.
The little guys. The little guys are next. Then Daniel and Josh are after. Okay, so then the Doug and then.
Can I hit them both with burning hands? Because it comes out in a cone, doesn't it?
Yeah. What's the range of it?
It does. It's not very far though.
I think you'd have to move towards them for that to work.
Oh, I've just rolled burning hands. Sorry.
Yeah, let's. Well, you can still. I mean, it's all right. You can move towards them. That was pretty.
Range 15-foot cone.
And they have to beat a DC of what?
What's your spell DC, Jared?
My spell attack bonus?
No, the DC. So that'll be right next to it.
Oh yeah, 13.
So let's say you chase them towards the trees, and what they've got to beat a 13 on their.
Yep.
It wouldn't just be their armor class, though, would it? They'd have to make a dex save.
It's a dex save for half damage.
Okay. The big guy takes half of 15, and we round 8, so he takes 8 points of damage. So
plus the 3 I gave him before. Right.
Yep. He's having a tough one, and his mate there. His buddy, hold on, where's his mate? There he is, right there.
Come on, roll
his
low.
Mate is
Oof.
He's good too. So he takes a halfie as well. That's pretty freaking high damage on that burning hands, though. It was rough looking. So what was that? Another 8 on him too. All right, so you set them, but you fire your burning hands at these two guys as they go running into the trees, and you've really got them. You've got them fucking pretty scared, to be honest. Is there some sort of? If I roll wisdom, I suppose they're already kind of fleeing. Yeah, so it's their turn now. They're both running scared into the trees, and they're both going to try to hide. Like they both run into the forest. And each one of them tries to hide. The guy hooning off down the road.
Did they get a disadvantage because they're on fire?
Oh, yeah. They're getting a disadvantage because you guys are kind of just flat watching them. I don't think this is going to go particularly well for them. The first guy, that's a fail for him anyway. And your other mate, also useless. Yeah, so they both run into you see them both go running into the woods, and they kind of try to both like get in behind some trees, but all three of you can see them without any worries. The guy running off down the road towards Thorndon, however, he's using like all of his actions to just go. He's like in full sprint. he's pretty much actually well gone. It really is just these two for you to worry about now. You've well routed them. It is Daniel's turn.
Right. I'm going to rage because I am fucking sick of the injustice of people who think that they can pick on other people and the capitalist system that forces this sort of construct on them where they feel that they must plunder and rape from the weaker. This sort of injustice fucking ticks me off. And then I will sprint full tit at the big one. Can I get to him? The big fella?
You are able to get basically right up alongside Gak with your movement.
Oh, fuck it. All right, well, then he can have a javelin. I'll throw a fucking javelin at him. I've got 4 of them.
It's within range that it's not going to be at a disadvantage. Who are you going for, the big guy?
Yeah, the big guy. Because he looks like he's the saddest so
Get it out there.
Take this.
Get it out there. That hits.
11.
That hits him. Yep. Fucking throw a javelin right in his ass.
A champion with a javelin.
Ouch!
Wow.
Look at that. Oh, I forgot to put me rage damage on that, so that'll be another 2. There we are. 7.
Nice. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you put a javelin right in his butt. Again, like, it doesn't kill him, but he oh, yikes, ouch! You hear him yell. He even turns around and he says to you, please don't kill us. We'll tell you everything you need to know. Please, just don't kill me. Don't kill me. His friend is now also kind of down on his knees. They're both next to a couple of trees, down on their knees, sort of pleading for their life at this stage. It's your turn, Tomo.
Now they're still both on fire.
The fire's gone out. Like they're,
I mean, it kind of feels bad. I kind of want to know what they want to know as much as I want to throw my dagger. So how do I do that? Do I run after them and talk to their burning selves? How do I do that?
Yeah, you can just you can kind of move over to the other guys and remember sort of the whole
other guys go. Oh, the whole what?
Well, your round of combat kind of represents about 6 seconds of time. So Daniel used all of his to kind of run up and throw a javelin. You can now hear these guys kind of pleading for their life. So you've sort of moved into the tree line.
And I kind of flame up my nostrils. So there's a little bit of flame coming out. And I say, I'm going to breathe my breath on you, which can I also add will be fire. So it's not just bad breath. I'll breathe fire on you. Unless I want to know everything about this. The raids and the killings that have been happening on this road that you know, tell me now, or you're going to burn.
Get a notebook and pen out as well, mate.
Are any of you going to attempt to just flat out kill them, or are you okay to just let them talk?
I'm fucking full of rage. I will fucking smash the shit out of this thing once this super tanker is not turning round. So
well. No, if you're not going to make an attack, I'll say on your turn, you kind of come up and you say everything you just said, because that was quite rambly, and it did take quite a long time for you to get it all out.
Oh, God damn it.
But Gak, before they get to do anything, Gak, you've got a turn here before you sort of get a response out of them.
As in I could attack if I really wanted to.
It's your turn. It's your turn. Like, this combat round is kind of still going.
No, I want to hear what they have to say.
All right, cool. Okay, so it's their
turn. Can I use intimidation?
You can use intimidation. Yeah, and just kind of further intimidate them. I mean, they're already pretty badly intimidated.
They nearly did that.
I want a little bit of tears here.
Okay.
I want them to really regret their actions.
Okay. How do you want to fucking? How are you? What are you planning on? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I am gonna get right in the leader's face.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say to him, "You're a disappointment, not just to yourself, but to life in general. You are a piece of muck on the bottom of all that's good footwear. You are disgusting. You better spill your beans now, buckaroo, or I will put fire into your eyeballs."
Roll an intimidation check.
Come on. Look at that, +5.
That'll do. They're both so fucking badly bloodied and having a horrible time. He immediately just starts spilling the beans to you. So in the time that he has, which is about 6 seconds before this really angry halfling who looks like he's completely ignoring everything and wants to just charge forward and start stabbing people, the big one goes, "It's not us! Please, I promise you, I'll tell everything you need to know. All right? It's Winston. He's in charge of everything. All right? We've got a camp. All right, I can tell you everything you want to know. Through the woods, back here. Winston's got a lot of boys there, and they've got a whole racket going on up and down this road. But please, I promise you, we'll tell you everything you want to know. Just don't kill me, please." And that's about all the time he has. He manages to spout some shit about Winston, a camp, a whole lot of boys, and but at that point, it's Daniel's turn. These guys they're not running anymore because they're afraid that if they run, you'll kill them. They're not attacking because they're worried if they attack, you'll kill them. So they're essentially just terrified on the ground. And Daniel, you do, I'm just throwing it over to you now. You've got 6 seconds of time. At this point, you could end combat if you want to, and we could just get straight to interrogation, or you can, I don't know, do whatever you want, really.
Look, I'm not a completely unreasonable fellow. But I'm full of the rage. I am fucking hulking out. But I see that the other two are sort of parlaying with them. But at the same time, I need an outlet for my rage. So I will go straight up to the little fella, not the big one. And I will just wind back and I will headbutt him square in the bollocks.
Okay, can you just roll an unarmed attack then, please?
Sure thing. I don't actually have.
I think it's just a flat. It'll be a strength. I think you just roll strength because it's a flat D20 plus your strength mod. So you could just click
Please
strength.
Kill him with a headbutt to the ball.
Give it to us. Yep, that definitely hits. Roll damage on there.
So it's 1 plus me strength. So it's 3 plus 5 plus 2. So it'll be 5 damage.
How does he die?
Oh my god! How hard?
It's into his nuts, and he just doubles over on top of Daniel. He falls, and Daniel ends up being sandwiched in this man who just crumples, and then Daniel sort of pushes his way out and goes, "That's how you fucking do it!" And then looks around and goes, and then I look around and go, that was probably a little bit unnecessary, wasn't it?
You think?
You literally headbutted a guy in the nuts to death, dude.
I'm fairly inexperienced with adventuring, but I think you could adventure for 100 years and never see a halfling headbutt a man in the bollocks and kill him.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. He'll do this from time to time. He gets quite angry, but so I really didn't think you'd break a guy's pelvis open with your skull. But that's a new one.
I have a terrible rage.
Do you want a cloth for your face or anything?
While the three of you are discussing the amazing scene that just unfolded, the one thug with a javelin sticking out of his butt is just he's just in stunned silence. He just watched his best friend get headbutted to death in the nuts, and he's just kind of shaking and gibbering in fear.
Daniel, that's 4 testicles that have been on your head this morning. So it's been a hell of a day.
Daniel, I'm going to put forward the motion to the group that we change your name to Teabag.
It's probably not the best time.
Do you want some? Do you want some of the same?
I absolutely do not. Yeah. I don't want you anywhere near my nuts.
There's plenty of this to fucking go around.
I've seen.
But don't poke the bear now, mate. He's in a bad way. Now, can we talk to this guy who's just watched his friend be brutally murdered?
I will tell you. Anything you want to know, just please keep the little one away from me. I beg you.
Don't call him a little one. Don't call him a little one. Might be short in size, but he tells above all of us in danger.
What the fuck did you say?
I said, please. You're so intimidatingly. And he literally gets down like prone on the ground and goes, I look up to you. And please don't hurt me. And he's particularly being very careful about keeping his nuts like flattened to the earth.
I will walk over to him and then climb up and walk down his back and get my javelin and just casually pull it out and then just hop off and stand there and go, you have anything more useful to say?
He first of all, he screams a little bit when you whip the javelin out, and he says, "Look, I didn't mean to get into this life. There was an opportunity. A man named Winston has been gathering men from all the neighboring towns. We've got
how many men?
I'd say he's got somewhere in the vicinity of."
Sounds like you're chicken nuts.
There's including Winston, there'd be 9.
Just a rough estimate.
9, 10 if you include Brian, who was the one that ran off down the road. But Brian's a coward.
Hold on, -1 because the guy who died death by nuts.
Oh, I've already taken him out.
All right.
I've already discounted Nuttall, which is an ironic name given how he died. But Nuttall I've taken out. So, but we've got a camp back there. There'd be 8 or 9 men in total there, and there's always someone keeping watch. If you walk a wee way south from here, you'll see a clearing, a path that moves through the trees. Then you'll be picking through dense forest for about an hour or two's walk to the west, and then you'll come out into a clearing. You'll see a camp, and in that camp, yeah, there's about nine of the lads there, and Winston, who I gotta say is not to be fucked with. All right, I'm just a poor man, a coward. But Winston, he's been doing this a long time. I don't know what else to tell you. Lots of stuff. There's so much stuff there. We've been doing this for months now.
Do you have a secret password?
A secret password. Yes,
so
we
do.
Do.
Know if your friends are foe.
There'll be a man when you get to the end of the pathway through the forest, before you have to start picking your way through the dense underbrush and the woods. There'll be a man keeping watch. When you get near the end of the path, you've got to caw like a crow 3 times to let him know that it's friends that are approaching. Otherwise, his job.
Demonstrate, please.
Well, it's like.
Sounds more like a fucking seagull, and I'll poke him a little bit with my javelin.
When you poke him,
didn't Brian run down south?
What?
Didn't Brian run down south? Didn't the other guy run south?
Yeah, Brian is the one who fucked off. Brian ran away.
Yeah, is he not running towards the secret entrance? Will he not get these guys to come after him?
No, it's off to the. He just implied it's off to the west. In fact, you can kind of make out from where you are. There is like a little pathway that seems to pick off to the west through the trees.
Okay. All right, well, what do we do with this guy?
I've got an idea. I know, and he gets up off the ground and starts kind of slowly backing away, and he goes, "I've got a great idea. What if I go? I leave, follow Brian, and the 2 of us maybe go to the town of Thorndon, see if we can get a job doing something mundane, stable hands. Maybe we give up this life of crime." He fishes through his pockets hurriedly and pulls out about 4 silver pieces and kind of sheepishly, with a quivering hand, kind of holds them out and goes, "It's all I have. please.
And hand over your sword
and
any weapons that you have.
He has a mace and
hand it over.
And a heavy crossbow. So he hands the mace over to you, and I can actually... Hold on.
And bolts, please. All your bolts.
This is actually kind of cool. I think I can pull this off.
Good get.
So...
Just checking for the bolts.
So...
Real ammo guy.
I've just dropped a mace into your inventory, and he's got a heavy crossbow that he unslings from his shoulder and hands over to... Oh, I've put these in Noel Leeming's inventory. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
So let's just say that he's handing them to the big Dragonborn, and he has some bolts as well.
And we'll need your pants.
So
what's that, sorry?
We need his pants. You're going back into town without your pants.
He gives you 20 crossbow bolts, and he takes off his pants and holds them out to you, Noel Leeming. I don't know if you want to.
Can you give them to Daniel? I'm fine with the pants.
Yeah, he very terrifiedly takes his pants off. He's got like I guess whatever passes for underpants in a fantasy world on, and he kind of hands the pants to you. Very careful, Daniel, when he passes them to you, to kind of not hold them to you at head height, but kind of stoops down so that he is passing them to you at a waist level. So he is now weaponless, pantsless, penniless, nothing but a shirt on in the middle of the woods.
I then tell him, when you get to the guards, you tell them that you strongly believe Mr. Thundercloud to be an orc lover, and tell them they have to pass that message on to him.
You believe Mr. Thundercloud to be an orc lover? He says, "Oh, can I? I'm not the smartest. Do you have a piece of paper? Maybe I could write that down so that I get it."
I slap him with a glove across his face.
All right. He goes, "Right, got it, Mr. Thundercloud, orc lover. All right, I got it. To the guards."
And then I turn to the other two and go, "Oh, they're going to kill him for saying that."
And he sort of looks like to the left at the right, and he just now that all you guys talk to each other, he is slowly backing away from you, and starting to make his way out towards the road.
Wait, what if he tells on us? We might just need to javelin him. He might tell on us.
I promise I won't say nothing to no one. I'll go straight to Thorndon. I will forsake my life of crime.
People have promised things to me before, and they've really, really let me down. He's not trustworthy, is he? He's a bandito. I don't know, guys. Should we put it to a vote? I'd love to see a javelin go through this guy.
If that's what everyone wants, you know.
Yeah, I'm on the fence.
I'm neither here nor there on it. We've
me either. It feels quite well.
He then
really dragged it out.
He then goes, "I think we should let him go." Well, who said that?
To be honest, this looks like an entitled rich boy having a little bit of a power trip to me, and I
fully agree. I fully agree with you. I was just putting the idea out there. Happy to be shouted down about it. And delighted. The last thing we want is more blood on our hands.
Well, I want to kill all these bandits anyway, so whether they come at us or we come at them, that's fine. So,
great call. Dragon speaks the truth. So great call.
Am I allowed to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. All right. I'm not going to throw. I'm not going to throw the javelin at you.
All right. He walks over
you better back away though, just in case we decide to throw the javelin. So just walk backwards the whole way.
He backs up towards the dead body that was on the road and says, "Is it okay? Can I take his pants so that I have some?"
Nope.
No. All right then. And he slowly walks off down the road with no pants upon him. So there you go, guys.
I'm gonna have to call it.
I think that's a perfect place to put her to bed. Unless
can we when we come back? I'll divvy up the because I am proficient with the crossbow, but we can talk about who gets the crossbow and the mace. And am I meant to have 4 silver pieces or something? Or
there's 4 silver pieces that you can rack up in your inventory there if you want to add the 4. I didn't do that. So.
Okay, I'll just take 1.
If I could have some of those crossbow bolts, because I do have a crossbow, but I have no ammunition.
Oh, you do have a crossbow?
Yeah, I've got no ammunition.
Okay, okay, I'll just take 10. Do you want to take 10 crossbow bolts?
Love it.
Right.
But yeah, if you need to go, then we can do this all when we come back.
Yeah, awesome. That was really good.
Because we haven't searched that guy. The burnt guy. The dead guy.
The dead guy. The guy who's pelvis
I'm gonna bow out, guys.
Yeah, bro.
So let's just message and then the lovely stuff.
I hope you guys are having a good time. That flew by. That was like 2.5 hours of.
Do we get to go up a level soon?
Yeah, actually, I think at the start of the next thing, before you guys go off to this bandit camp, we might actually just do a tidy round of leveling up, just to give you guys a bit more to play with. You know, I think that might be good. I think we've achieved some. The graveyard and the zombies was a good time. That was good fun.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
All right, team. Have a great night.
See you, buddy. Thank you.
See you, bro.
Cheers for watching that. I'll pick it up again in our next session. Do the old like and subscribe buzz. Hit the old bell. Pretty soon we're going to be going live with these sessions, so we can actually have a bit of a chat to you while we're getting out there with it. But if you've had a good time, thanks. If you've got a nitpick our D&D gaming, leave a comment down below. And if you've got something nice to say, this is the internet. What are you doing? All right, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.